get this crap from? That surely that stuff's not even written down. That's mental. That's so mental. And he sticks by it as well. Wow. Wow.
Thing with that is, that baby's been conceived, hasn't it? And it should have a chance of living. That's how I see it, anyway.
That's it. That's it.
We are live now, by the way. We're live now.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live now. Yeah. In fact, just post live so that we're still talking. So there's no. Does it put you about? Get your facial live, see the ghost.
Why am I here double?
Do you know if you go to go into settings and see if it's like 740? I've turned mine to 420 or whatever it is. Hey Jeff.
My question?
Oh, you mean for the picture?
I can hear you, Jeff, but you sound right mumbled then.
Great.
Very mumbled.
Oh, what's going on?
Go to that settings cog and then go to video, and it should give you settings for like 720 for 80, whatever it is. 780 for 20. I just see Bob Barley stick it over your shoulder. Keep an eye.
No. It's the audio I'm talking about.
Ah.
The audio is all doubled up and it's repeating a million times.
What for you?
Yeah.
You got YouTube muted.
Yeah, mute. Let me just check. Oh, sorry, dude. It was coming through my computer. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I thought because I'd muted it on the telly. I'm using the telly as the monitor because I muted it on the telly. I forgot when you don't mute YouTube itself, it comes through the computer. Sorry, dude. That was my bad. Crazy. I didn't know we were live because all I had is we've gone live now. And then I had something like we can hardly hear you kind of whatever, and then I had we've gone live again. I'm like, what's going on? I hear that a million times on loop.
Honestly, you look like you've seen a ghost or something.
Yeah, you said that as well because you said the same thing last night. So I thought he said that to me last night. I wonder if he's playing a video from last night. Oh well.
I just thought I'd click go live, like without saying go live, and then we were still just talking. Do you know what I mean?
Just chatting rubbish. See what comes out.
Just chatting.
So how many people's in? So there's 6 people can.
Jeff's trying to get in, but I think he's struggling with his sound or something. But
got you.
I see Paula in chat. Hey, Paula, how's it going?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Mikey. How's he going?
Where's the volume? I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us.
Right.
That's your volume setting somewhere then, Mike.
We can hear each other.
Hold on, I'll check my speaker here.
What about, can you hear us in YouTube? Oh, yeah, well, can't, because I apologize. Hello to you. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good. Yourself, Mikey?
He's talking and he's not there.
Oh, yeah. What happened? He's just like...
How's it going, Mike? What you been up to, mate?
Pardon?
What you been up to?
Oh, what am I up to? I don't know. I went swimming yesterday here in town where they got a nice big pool here, so I went swimming yesterday.
Oh, cool. Swimming's good for you.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about starting swimming. It would either get a bike or start swimming.
Yeah.
That looks like it probably says it looks like I'm in a time shift.
What's freaky is George Marley peeping over your shoulder.
Old Roberta Marlington over my shoulder. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe it picks up the face or something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because
it's virtual, isn't it? It's not green screen.
Yeah, and also possibly as well, the TV is on the right hand side of me, which I'm using for the monitor, and it's quite big. Maybe it's something to do with light and stuff. I don't know. I'm lucky.
I mean,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Jeff.
Oh yeah,
That's better.
so we got two Canadians, two Canadians and two Brits. Nice.
Chinese.
Yeah. No, what it was, I used to go when I used to have a Canadian mate when I was in rehab, and I didn't used to know the difference between an American accent and a Canadian accent at one point. So
There is a big difference. Right? When you start talking,
well, definitely now I can tell the difference now. Absolutely, definitely without a doubt. So I used to call them American Canadians. So you know what I mean. So I used to mix the words up and just do that. So yeah. So I kind of shortened it down.
a lot of French in there as well in Canada, like.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
of course, Scottish and that as well. Mm.
So what, Jeff?
What's that?
What did you say?
on
I
the
said,
east.
yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
French
the
here,
Yeah,
but
in the east.
not in my area as much.
Paula says it's a sensitivity setting, so maybe I could do something about it. I don't know. But background.
Mine seems alright, only
Yeah,
time
yours
mine,
seems to be all right
put
now.
my arms up messes with it, like. But only reason I've put virtual background on is so there's something a bit prettier to look at than just a bare wall.
Yeah, of course. Good luck. Yeah, of course. It might be. It's what I mean. Like I say, it's working, but it's a sensitivity thing.
Bob Marley is messing with
It
you.
keeps on fading.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Bob Marley, isn't it? It's his fault. Yeah, sure. Good. I'll see what I can do anything about it.
I need to get a computer chair me or something like, because sitting on the edge of bed, it crucifies your back.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm doing at the minute ago. Yeah.
And I'll start leaning with my elbows on my thighs, and then my legs go numb.
Aye. Is it that? OBS virtual camera? No, not that one. Let's try that now.
How's troll life with Mikey?
Pardon?
How's life with trolls going?
It's not. It's shitty.
I keep having a look at your comments under your videos and laughing.
Yeah, they're just pathetic. I can't even. They're garbage.
I remove them, me. If they get on my nerves that much, I remove them. Like, I'm not bothered.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I noticed that, I don't know if this is me not typing it in properly, but some of these accounts, I'm sure, are ghost accounts, like don't even register on YouTube.
Yeah, they probably are. I mean, there are a lot of soccer accounts. Like, if you go to the channel,
Yeah.
they're just a stupid name, no face, no content. You go to look when they made the channel, and it'll be recent, like, last couple of months or this year, last year.
Yeah.
And they cheat to come and tell you what's what. You putting content out, they've got no.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Can I make you what? A cup of what?
Roll in the coffee.
If you spend too much time in your comments, Mikey, it'll do your head in. Best to not bother.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I'll just reply to people who I know, or people who put nice comments or whatever. I'll reply to them, give them a love heart, ignore trolls.
Yeah.
Unless I feel like arguing with them, and then I might have a banter with them for a bit, like, but it soon gets boring.
Remember, I had problems with the size of the screen.
You don't PJ change your t-shirt.
Pardon?
No.
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 I thought you changed your t-shirt.
No. I was passing some stuff.
What's crack with these t-shirts, Mikey?
Pardon?
What's crack with these t-shirts?
Yeah, I got them here. I got them here all ready to go.
You'll have to message me offline then, and we'll sort it out.
Yeah, I was going to say all I need if you've got a hoodie, all I need for you is to get your PayPal sorted, dude. Is it sorted yet?
No. Well, I'll go to the post. I guess I can go to the post office today. Supposedly, it was cheaper to send a T-shirt to you guys than to my buddy in Vancouver here in Canada. So yeah, it'll be. I think I can, unless I don't have an exact postal code or whatever you guys use there, an exact address yet. But it was about $13 or $14.
Yeah,
and it was $20 to send it to Vancouver. So.
Hey, Flatzoid, I see that you're saying your power's going off. I didn't see you in chat, mate. Sorry, but if you've already gone, tough.
It'd
Lord
be-
Racer, welcome, Yannick.
Yeah.
Trophies everywhere. Thanks for all coming.
It's just policy and it'd be in PJ's computer. Yeah, I am kind of looking for. I mean, I could sort of see the frames per second and all that, but
Is
yeah,
it bothering you? Like, if it's bothering you, just
It's
turn
not
it
bothering
off.
me. If it's, oh yeah, it's nice, Mikey. I like that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, no.
That's why not? Definitely. Yeah, definitely why not? Yeah, absolutely. That looks wicked. That looks wicked. No, it doesn't bother me. I'm just wondering if it's bothering people in chat. You know what I mean? Because you do see Roberto Marlington popping over my shoulder. I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. It still says FEC, doesn't it?
So, Jeff, did you watch last night's show, Fat Sides, with Phil Bell? We had a school lesson last night, Mikey.
Oh, we did. We did.
We had a lecture on thermodynamics.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Oh wow, it was brilliant. It was fantastic. Yeah.
I think
not gonna
what
slag
happened.
the-
Well,
Go on, sorry, Jeff.
I started watching it, and he just bored the shit out of me, so
Yeah.
I kind of stopped it.
I'm not going to slag him off. Like, he came on, he presented what, that's what he's been taught, and he's only parroting it back on. Like, some on it's right, some on it isn't.
That's true. I mean, we have been trying to get him on for ages, haven't we? So at least he did that and come on. That's a good thing. But it wasn't the easiest thing to listen to. But yeah, at least he came on and give it a try.
But presents a picture and points at black and says, "What is it?" It's like it's not space, mate.
It's a cow caught in a snowstorm.
What is it? It's like it's not space, mate. Who's got YouTube unmuted?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. Sorry.
No.
Quick. It's doing my heading because I have to keep swapping over to. Oh, in fact, I can get chat on in here, can't I? Oh, that's better. Hey, Gabby, welcome.
Took me life, please. Behind her.
I know Gabby, she can have a wrench anyway.
It's a psychedelic stream. Yeah, it is. Once I know how to do everything properly, I'll check it out and see if we can get it started for next week.
Truth is everywhere. I don't know you yet, so I'm not getting you a wrench yet. You'll have to earn it. You're good, Gabby. Yannick, Lad Racer can have one as well. Give everybody mods to, people I know until they start taking piss and like they did on Fat Size, and then we'll reevaluate it. I know you don't need one, Gabby, but everybody I know gets one, and then I know who's who,
That's it.
But, everybody knows where I stand on trolls anyway. Like, if you want to argue with them, that's your own problem. If you don't want to argue with them, boot them out. I've no time for them myself personally, but. So what do you want to talk about, PJ? Tell me about how you felt last night sitting through that lengthy lecture.
Sleepy.
Very, very sleepy, very sleepy. But I was tired anyway. But it came like Flat said. It came down to them two words: elastic collision. Elastic collisions would have debunked everything you had to say. I do like how we presented it, I suppose. I mean, little slideshow and all that, but I do think, like Flat says as well, it was a bit basic. I mean, it wasn't really basic for me because like a lot of people know a lot more than me, but for the people that really know what they're talking about, like the Flats, I could see how basic it was. You know what I mean, sort of thing. So I could see people getting a little bit wound up and tired, going on doing the sleepy jokes like we did with ourselves. But I do kind of respect him for coming on. You know what I mean? Giving it a try.
The
But
problem, the problem is, you see, Phil goes round in chats calling people fools, this and other. You know, it is made.
That's it.
It's made people dislike him through his behaviour. As far as I'm concerned, if I were a professor, I wouldn't be on YouTube in flat Earth chats and comments anyway. You know,
Exactly. I mean, I am being a little bit too diplomatic because he was sitting there calling his minions last night as well, like flat out his minions. Whether he meant it as a joke or not, I don't know. Still a little bit
well, he's a minion. He's like a Toon minion or a Fight the Flat Earth minion. You know, he's a minion as well. He might be a professor, but he chooses to be a minion.
Did you hear when Flats asked him about credentials? He says, but you are a professional, like he said, Jesse Sam. So are you got to be able to, he could have showed one little certificate, even one that he could have used quite fake.
Listen, right, if I were gonna hire a maths teacher to come and teach either me or my kids maths, I'd want to see that he were a real qualified maths teacher first, wouldn't I? You know what I mean? So really, to sit through a 2-hour lecture on a guy who can't or ain't willing to prove that he is a professor, you know, it's all on good faith, isn't it? You know.
Exactly right. Definitely, because like you say, you wouldn't let your kids just be taught by anybody, would you? So
I mean, if you were a professor, Mikey, would you hang around flat Earth channels and, you know, like if you're a professor and you're 100% believe heliocentrism, it's all you've done, all you've been taught, all you've breathed, and you thought flat Earth was so stupid, would you be in flat Earth chats all the time?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even waste my time. Yeah,
exactly.
It'd be silly. Yeah,
exactly.
But that's what I was brought up with, and that's what, you know, it's the whole curriculum thing. We need to get rid of it. And when I talk to a few teachers, it seems like they're not comfortable with the curriculum either. So it's gotta go.
That's the thing with teachers, that it's teach this, innit? You ain't got a job, sort of thing. You can't just be a teacher and teach all you want, you know. You have to stick by that curriculum.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes, please.
But yeah, that, you know, that is what needs changing, what they're actually teaching. You know, we can talk about this all as much as we want on YouTube, you know what I mean? But they're still teaching it, aren't they, to kids? And that's the issue for me.
That's it. I mean, we were lied to all our lives. Do you know what I mean? Going to school, not yes, there was things in school we needed to learn, but the majority of it was all rubbish, you know. So we don't want our kids to be lied to as well, or our grandkids not to be lied to as well. So yeah, you're absolutely right, Michael. Definitely, without doubt.
I mean, there's a lot of more scarier stuff they're starting to teach them, and all this LGBT stuff. It's crazy.
Was it? What was you putting in chat today in Element? Was that about?
Yesterday, some Irish guy. They were teaching. I don't know if I could get away with playing it, to be honest. Like,
I know what you're saying.
Basically, they were teaching a public library. They were having like a story time for kids, and they were dressed like drag queens and stuff like that. And this bloke just barges in and he's like, "It's wrong what you're teaching kids." They're going balmy with any PJ.
Oh, definitely, and he was absolutely right. But they were actually physically trying to, like, these men who are dressed up as they said they described them as the adjective was prostitutes, which I quite agreed with them. You know what I mean? Because that's what they look like. They didn't even look like women, which they never do anyway, do they? But they were dressed up all like, for lack of a better word, tarty-ish. You know what I mean?
I wonder whether I can play it or not. Do you think I can play it?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think
it's on YouTube, right?
It's not like there's violence or anything.
You can find it.
I wouldn't say there was much hate in it, but apart from the feeling behind it, obviously.
Where did I post it? Do you know?
And I think it was in Flattoys Live.
Oh, can't find it. I'll have a look in my YouTube history. 1 minute. Do you just want to keep people talking, PJ, while I have a look?
Absolutely. I'm just checking out what's going in chat, but not much at the minute, but all good. So yeah, if anybody else wants to come in, chat in the thing, talk about anything they want to, then let's do it.
I saw Gabby were asking what a flare for. It's a flat earther. It's what
Yeah.
was being labelled by ballers.
Yeah, it's just
So we relabeled them back saying we call them bluffs.
yeah, blast. It's just
Which sounds worse in my opinion.
it does. It's, I suppose it's to
Sounds like a
pretend
belch.
flat earther, but I mean, it's one of them. Yeah. So you kind of, I mean, even with Flat Soy Stream, you kind of turn it around on him, and that's how he introduces us now as Yo Flaps. So one of them, innit? What are you saying, Mike? Have you the last what are you planning to do any more observations in the stars and the moon and that?
I was coming home late the other night from the barbecue I was at, and when was it? 1 o'clock in the morning, and just like I can't remember which so-called planet it was, Saturn or Jupiter, but I think it was Saturn. But anyways, yeah, it was nice and bright in the eastern sky. And in relation to that, there's people that are even commenting on me, telling me where Venus is supposed to be at night. Well, you can't see Venus right now, they would tell me. I'm like, well, I know I can't see Venus. Like you don't need to tell me what I can see or cannot see in the sky. I watch the sky every freaking day. So I don't know where these guys come up with this crap. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, but I like it when you get your your globe out and your little your orbital system, the heliocentric system, and all that. And you're saying, look, Venus is there, the sun is here, the Earth is here. Now, how the hell for 6 months a year am I meant to see Venus, especially such a massive sun allegedly behind? It's crazy, isn't it? How they
it's just nonsense. Yeah.
In the mental gymnastics they go around to try and explain how we do. It's just a joke, isn't it?
And their remarks are always, it's not to scale. I'm like, I don't care if it's to scale or not. It's not going to work either way. Just like I don't want it to mean like it's
your madness.
Wrong.
Right, I've found this video.
Right, nice.
See if I can figure out how to share again now. This is on YouTube. So if you strike me for it, then there's something going off.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you guys see that?
I could see it, yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me.
This is morally wrong. Excuse me.
Drag queen story time for children.
Reading stories to children.
Wrong. Margot, give me that there.
Yeah.
Lads, this is absolutely disgraceful. We have kids, men dressed as prostitutes, reading filth to children. What's this all about, lads? We can't. Hi, how's it going? Lads, we can't stand for this. Drag queen story time. People are giving out about it in America. It's not welcome in Ireland. Look at all these people here, lads. They're a protection of grooming. Look at this, lads. All around. Look what they have. They're protecting grooming going on in Tralee. There's grooming going on in Tralee. Yeah. No, I won't. This is a public library. We are members of the public.
This is an event, a children's event. You that idiot.
Oh, don't be touching me. This is grooming. Why'd you have men dressed as women? They're not even dressed as women, they're dressed as prostitutes. Right?
You don't need to be insulting to people.
Excuse me, what's insulting is what you're doing to these kids here. Go on, push me out now, push me out. You disgust me. Now, one of you are proper women here. What you're doing, you should be protecting children, not teaching them this filth.
So what's with the child grooming? Is it because the only way homosexuals can reproduce is by touching children? Nah, I ain't going nowhere. These poor kids deserve better than this freak. What kind of parent brings their children to an event for men like this? Just paying for them. This is a disgusting display of degeneracy right here in my hometown. This will not be tolerated. It will not go unchecked. Keep the children out of it, you disgusting freaks. Don't you put your hands on.
Disgusting.
That's enough of that. But you know,
Yep.
I've got a daughter at school, like, and she's getting fed that same crap, and you know, it really, really annoys me. That sort of thing should be for whoever wants to practice it, to do it behind closed doors, you know, and we're getting it shoved down his faces, and then we're getting told we can't talk out about it, you know.
No, exactly.
It really, really bothers me.
It's and it's not like, but it's not like they say it's all the parents are consenting and all that, and it's just not beyond. It's beyond a joke. That it's I don't even know what to say about it. It's like it leaves me tongue tied sometimes because the kids ain't got a choice, have they? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's awful.
But like, as a parent, you should have that choice to be able to say, "Look, I don't want my kids showing that sort of thing," you know.
Exactly. Well, that's right.
But part of the problem is them bringing them, you know, parents bringing them to that function. It's all they're
that's it. Like that sort of thing. That's like a private library or at a local park or something. Then yeah, they are willingly taking them there. Like, but as far as like for people who aren't fortunate enough to be able to homeschool the kids, you don't know what they're teaching them when they're at school. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's mental. It's really, really bad. But this is, you know, I can imagine, you know, I can just see what it was like in Sodom and Gomorrah. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're not far off as bad, are we?
No, exactly.
Oh, sure we are. You haven't been to Canada.
Well, I watch like an evangelist guy. He's called Christ Forgiveness Ministries. You might have seen him on YouTube, like black guy. And when he goes to Canada, wow, they're out like a full army, chucking stuff at him, trying to assault him. Men in skimpy trunks bent over, twerking in front of him. I mean, wow.
I know. I mean, exactly. If that was just a woman twerking, they'd be in a public place or whatever and stuff like that. They would be chastised for it. Do you know what I mean? But that, do you know what I'm saying? It's just it's hard to know what to say about these things without you know, you just want to blot it out, don't you? All these things, like what's wrong with it. But yeah, you've got to be blooming careful what you're saying, yeah, as well. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
It will be again. You know, there'll be laws soon where you can't even say gay.
Exactly.
Mental.
Yeah. We'll go into that. What are you saying?
So what's like everyday life like in Canada? Like, is it as bad as everywhere else?
It's pretty relaxed. Or at least you stay from the news, anyways. Yeah.
Oh, we got Lumpy, and we got
Lumpy and Neil.
Yo, Adrian.
Sorry, Neil. I didn't, because I can only see 4 at a time without scrolling down. I didn't see you.
Yo, Adrian, I did it.
That's a right name.
Yeah, you looked at
Yo, Lumpy.
All nice and trimmed up your beard.
Can't hear you, mate.
Lovely. Oh, go on again.
Everybody has sound issues, don't they? It's crazy.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
I couldn't take Phil Bell last night.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I had to get out of there. I don't even know what was Flatfield's answer to all of that.
We never got a chance to rebut out of it because
didn't get a chance.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how to rebut that. Remember my cousin Vinny? Joe Pesci gets up, he says everything that guy said over there is a bunch of bullshit. That's what you do with that.
That's about right, man.
Well, the only reason I sat all the way through, listen, you know me and going to bed. I kept thinking of me saying I'm going to have to go to sleep. It's boring me to death, this. But I thought, no, I want to I want to speak to Phil. You know, I had some questions for him. You know, so I thought I'll sit through it, and then Phil was like, I'm tired, and Flatzai were like, he were looking tired. And he were like, well, we'll leave it, and you'll have to come back on. So we're going to go through another episode of Phil.
No,
Probably.
that was his whole plan. What Flatzai's got to do next time is give him 15, 20 minutes, then stop him and rebut that shit. Then let him move on to the next thing, because that's his plan. He's very slick. He's going to take the whole time up because they just want their doctrine heard.
I think.
Remember Rumpus? He used to just want to go in there and spew out his rhetoric.
Yeah.
And he always did.
And you want to see them all in comments underneath, talking amongst the sends and that about it. It's rare sick.
Yeah.
But you know how I stand, Neil. If I were Flatzai, I don't entertain these guys at all. But it's not my show, is it? Yeah.
Nope. And you especially don't let them come in and teach on the first and second law of thermodynamics, and just not, just let them run loose like that. That son of a bitch told us how far the sun is, what the sun's made out of. Are you joking me?
What about when he's just pointing at a picture and saying, "What's this black stuff?"
The black stuff, yeah.
Have you seen that, Mikey?
Oh,
and then it was like, you flat earthers say, I don't like that. If you're going to come on and say, listen, this is what I learned about thermodynamics, I know you don't, because that's our whole thing. We stand by that. You have a different belief. You think gas stops at a certain level and makes its way back down. Yeah. So, I mean, where's the common ground there? There is no common ground. You're a heliocentric jerk off. So I don't know why you're wasting your time coming here.
Yeah.
Go over to freaking Gem Pandas. They'll love you over there. Tell them everything they want to know.
They all sit over there plotting away, don't they? Like,
that was a very good move by them. They plotted. Okay, you go over there, spend the whole time. Don't give them any chance to, but be boring and long, and then the show will be over. And if a couple of people there hear it, hey, then they're back on the globe. Cult is never the same unless they get the members that left back. They're never satisfied. They want their members back. But I'm gonna be listening. I gotta go to work tonight.
Where are you working now?
I worked in a gorilla building today. Did you see that picture I sent?
What do they call it? Gorilla building for?
What's that?
What do they call it? Gorilla building for?
King Kong.
Ah, right.
Climbed up there by Facebook on the top of the gorilla building. When I was close, when I was right in front of it, I looked straight up. I can't see the top. But when I was a few blocks back, I could see the top,
I can probably show them pictures, Neil.
What's that? Yeah, show them. That's
pictures.
All perspective. My angle got wider to view, and I seen it all. When my angle of view was shortened, I couldn't see nothing. I mean, I could look up and see, but I can't see the very top. So, But, I got to go in tonight, which I'm glad, because then it's more money. And then the week I see, maybe I have enough for the car and then get home. So I'm just going to kill myself this next week working. Whatever's there, I'm taking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's it. But I'm listening. So.
It's all right. This picture you're on about, isn't it, Neil?
Yeah, that's the one where I was. What was that one? That's the one where I was right on top of it. I'm like literally 5 feet from the building. I look straight up, and you can't see the top. But then the one I sent you before that, if you look from a couple of blocks away, you see. Yep, you see the whole thing. See that?
Yep.
And I'm about 2 blocks away there.
Yeah. Hey, that's that's the exact same thing happening vertically as what happens horizontally, you know.
Right.
Yep. Perspective.
And look at that. That's 34th Street, I think. That's 34th. Yeah. And that building takes a quarter of the block up. You know, all the way around. It takes a quarter of a block. Oh, I think no, it takes from the 34th is all the Empire State Building. Then when it goes down the avenue, it's a quarter of the block. Then it wraps around, and it's a very big. The base of that building is tremendous.
But has it been built on top
there's so
of
many
else,
elevators.
Neil?
Forget it.
Neil,
There's hundreds of elevators in there.
were it built on top of something else?
You never came to the States?
No, I've never been, mate. No.
No, mate.
Michael?
Never been. Oh, Michael's
Okay. Nobody hears me.
You up, PJ?
I know. I thought when I had
Stop sharing.
Neil and Michael, I thought you dropped out for a sec. Hey, Rich, you thought I was you again last night.
Rich, you thought, how are you?
Yeah, I thought we were because I think I laughed through something Phil had to say, and she thought it was me laughing. And she says, "I'm surprised it's She says, "I don't know if I was Michael or PJ. I think it was Michael, but he's usually in bed. I'm surprised he's not asleep by now." And I says, "No, that was me." Michael's gone. I don't know why we all get mistaken for
What's
each other,
that?
don't we? I'm saying me and Michael always get mistaken voice-wise for each
Oh,
other.
there's a bunch
And
of
the thing is, he's got old English, and
What's the
I'm
three-quarter one again? The one
not-
we're bringing at the house? The one that we bought the elbow on? That's three-quarter?
What's that, Neil?
What's three-quarter again?
3/4.
You might.
What about? Yeah. Neil?
Neil, we're here, but
We've lost Neil. Is he not talking to us?
He was talking, but he couldn't hear us.
I couldn't hear.
Are you talking to us or somebody else?
I couldn't hear you.
Ah, right.
Yeah, just
Must
started
be
hearing
a
you out.
signal. I wonder what you were saying something about 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4 what?
They're like a cross between a pair of trousers and a pair of shorts. 3/4 we call them.
I would say quarter. See, I would say that as well, Michael. You say quarters. I'd say quarter. Quarter. I don't pronounce the T as much, but I say quarter.
Don't let Mike hear us talking like this. Mike hates people not talking properly.
What you talking about? I say oot. Oot. Yeah, I actually say that as well, but it's more harsh the way I say it. I say a boot or oot.
Hey, Captain Caveman. Hey, Sergio. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, guys.
Captain Caveman's posted a link. Are you wanting me to share that, mate?
That'd be cool. Whatever it is.
Have a look what it is.
Oh, Sergio is there as well. How you doing, Sergio?
Bollocks. I can't click on link in here, can I? I've got to go into YouTube.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course.
Anybody hear from Paul yet?
No, mate. No.
No, yeah, we're kind of like
MIA.
Yeah, man. A little bit worried.
I sent him a message, so another one.
There's no point bothering him about it if you don't want to talk to him. You can't make him, can you? You know.
I still drop him a message every week. I'll drop him one. Let him know. Friends don't do that to friends.
Captain Caveman. What we got here? Right.
I'm kind of lost on what happened. So.
Right. Captain Caveman.
Italians don't outgrow people. They outgrow clothes.
Yeah. Captain Caveman posted a link, so I'm going to share it. Still can't get my head around this sharing business. I love this song, me.
Yeah, I'm in a cold, 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 I'm in a I'm at the Grove, Bohemian. I drink the juice, the chocolate milk, the holy cow. I wear the sneaks, tip of the beat. I'm a 33.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
Charles Manson, ranch dressing, goat head, number 9, so divine, holy grail, shape of the snail with the Fibonacci, sound of the conch. Third eye, wrinkle swastika in my pine cone like a dirt bike goes. Third eye, wrinkle swastika in my pine cone like a dirt bike goes. Third eye, wrinkle swastika in my pine cone like a dirt bike goes. Squeegee, Ouija, 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 Ouija board. I got the caddy, I make the veggies, the limousine with peaches and cream. You make that dough, the simple show, euthanasia. Food ranch with the water world, not me with the girl. Except they pay when I got the VIP, cause I'm a 33. A bunch of important numbers, 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 5, a bunch of important numbers, 9, a bunch of important, don't forget the middle 8, 481, 7, a bunch of important numbers, a bunch of important numbers, a bunch of important numbers, a bunch of important numbers. Yeah, I'm in a cold, 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 I'm in a cold. Hello.
Crazy that, man. Yeah, have you seen them videos, Mikey? You
No,
get,
not
like,
that one. No. Yeah.
you get, like your blue marbles and stuff like that. Crop them in half and mirror them. And you always get like a demon with horns looking face. It's mental.
Yeah, I noticed that. I it's when I remember obviously like some Captain Caveman, wasn't it? Like that one. It's so easy to make out some of them. You could do it. I don't know, diagonally.
Let's do it with moon.
Yeah, absolutely. And
with clouds.
Definitely. But you go into Cavy's channel. He's got plenty of them there, and it's so easy to make out. So easy to make out.
What you want me to play our video, Mikey?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. No, nobody else will play it, so
I'll play out me. Like everybody, everybody's welcome to share whatever they want to share. I'm not shoot anybody down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen some crazy shit in skies and that. So I'm not doing bad, Crockett, mate. How you doing? This sharing business is a nightmare.
Just from Restream or from in general?
Yeah, just sharing. Like, I'm gonna have to get another monitor because swapping about, getting confused with tabs and that.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I certainly I'm using, like I said, I'm using the TV as the monitor now, but I do want to get another one because that other one broke.
Right, can everybody see? Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you want to?
Yes, Mikey's. This is Mikey's.
Say a little bit before I play it, Mikey, or do you want to speak about it after?
This is
yeah. All it is a star, which is Sirius, and when Orion's belt is going to be visible in the sky, and hopefully in the next couple of months, I'm going to record Orion's belt exactly that same way, and that's what you're going to show up as.
Can you not see Orion's belt all year round, then, Mike? I'm sure I can. I'm pretty sure I can see it all year.
Mad, isn't it? Yeah, Mike.
Another month or so, I think.
Right, I'm going to press play.
Huh? Yeah, a little. What's a funnel? Yeah, a funnel. Okay. I've never seen that before. Holy fuck! What am I catching here? What the fuck is that ball? I know. I see it. Yeah. It's like one of those dunce caps. Yeah.
Do you know what I find interesting, Mikey?
Yeah.
That coil bit, like, I mean, the definite, like, square-shaped coil parts, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? To me, like, it's not a camera effect, like,
No, it's almost like a coil of cable connected into the firmament itself,
Yeah, that's something like that. I don't know what it is, but yeah,
I like a little antenna poking through or something. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
What I find strange is it's like, you could say it's like a mountain shape. In Bible, when is it John or Daniel or what? I can't remember which one. Sees these wandering stars and describes them as burning mountains.
Yeah. Isn't it mad as well that in the movie, what's it called again? The Truman Show, that when the lantern falls from above, it's Sirius.
Yeah.
And it's a lantern. It's
really?
a lantern.
That's mad, that.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I'm going to carry on playing.
Go for it.
What the hell? That wasn't there before. And why is it flashing up there? What is this? This isn't...
I'm here with the laser. Maybe we'll...
Holy frick, Bob. What the hell? Yeah, is it? Yeah. What the? Did they change?
Wow.
That has to be serious, right?
Wait, no, it is. Yeah, no, I know it. Yeah.
Well, I've never caught it like this before. Why does it flicker like there's a radio antenna up here? Look at that! What the hell? Looks like a honeycomb or something.
Looks like that antenna. Can you remember, like on old films, and it used to have that antenna and it'd be beeping and the signals coming off it?
Yeah.
I mean? That's such an antenna it looks like.
Yeah.
What the hell? This is totally... Oh, wow, this is outrageous. You kidding me? This is the craziest thing ever, man. It wasn't like that the other night. Look at it. Looks like it's almost like that on both sides. Oh my God. See, you can kind of see a faint triangle on this side too, and it points out.
Yeah, it flashes off and on, kind of.
What the frick? This is insane.
Reminds me of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, like a diamond in the sky.
Yeah, and I think on the top there, where I keep talking about the top, I think it's reflecting I don't think it's actually going that way. I think it's catching a reflection off the firmament. That's what I think.
Could well be.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here? What is that? Blowing it apart, blowing it up.
You know, what would be interesting, Mike, is if I can get a camera attachment for my telescope.
Yeah.
See if I can see something similar.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got to get some more people. Yeah.
And when it's a good phone though for filming with, that's on it problem.
Oh, sure. Yeah. When it starts to shake, that's when I'm adjusting the binoculars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You only need a little tremble though when you zoomed in, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's like everything goes out of sight, doesn't it, for ages?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's an amazing observation. The geese.
It's doing that on both sides.
Mating geese.
Okay, something's freaky, man. Sorry guys, I'm just adjusting this.
So you can even see a little ball on end of antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor's hammer.
What the frick?
I know. I want to get like somebody to look at this through a computer program or something. You know, like
You
try
ever
to get
wondered if like it could possibly be something faking a star?
this. Oh shit! I don't know how that would happen, but
It's just crazy, like, but it looks almost like
It's a-
mechanical.
yeah. I think it's a frequency or a crystal or a coil. Like there's got to be. I don't know if those lines or coil, like if they're actually physical or if it's just generated through.
the like steps to a pyramid type.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a physical thing or if it's just a frequency or what it is. But.
Wow. It is an amazing observation. It's so good. I've never seen it like that before, so it's really good. Yeah.
Mental, all right.
And adjust. Yeah, it goes from Pac-Man. Yeah, someone else said something about Pac-Man the other week. But yeah, it's good. It's crazy. Just edit.
You ever tried putting it in like software, Mike, and zooming in on it further? Or
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried.
messing about with settings.
The only thing I do is like when I'm like that's how I got this picture. Hey, for the shirt. After I am watching the video on my phone, I zoom in on the video that I'm watching, so then I can take screenshots of that. You know, and that's the only thing I can do. That's what I do. Anyway.
Lumpy's just said Bluebeam has got to be ready or about ready. And like when I was saying, do you think it could be somebody faking it? What if it's? I mean, this is just purely out there speculation, like. But what if there's little antennas up there ready for Bluebeam? You know, for this fake alien invasion business.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Definitely some crazy stuff going on in the skies. I mean, I can go out on a night. I don't know if I told you, Mikey, but I was watching. I call them movers. So I was watching this mover, and it was like just a pinprick, like they are. They're just blinking to existence, start moving across sky, and then it went from size of pinprick to like size of a quarter.
Oh wow!
And do you know when somebody shines a torch on your face?
Yeah.
It felt like there was light on my face.
Oh really?
Yeah, man. It made me feel right creeped out, like we're watching you type feeling. You know? Because out like that's God's honest truth, that like. But there's some crazy stuff up there. I've been thinking about getting some night vision.
Yeah.
And
that would be cool. That would be cool.
As to what they are, though, I don't know. I don't think they're craft.
No. Well, something up there. There's probably a different realm or something. Who knows? I don't know what's going on.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you know, like when you look in a pond and you see little things swimming about?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Weird as well. But I try and film movers with my camera, but it's almost near on impossible to like get them to register in camera. Have you seen how crazy in the skies, PJ?
Apart from where my part of Scotland where I was at, where you shouldn't like really see the Northern Lights. I've seen the Northern Lights when I was younger. That's about it. And it was, to me, it was just green and purple. It lasted for about 5 minutes. And I mean, I know Scotland's north, but it's not as north as Canada. You know what I mean? So obviously you got to see it a lot more there. But just once as a kid, I was probably about 10. I've never seen anything such as like, I've seen a shooting star, stuff like that, but I've never seen anything that I would have described as younger as being a UFO or anything like that. No, nothing like that. No. I always used to look in the skies just to try and see if I could see anything, because obviously when you're younger, you want there to be aliens and stuff like that. You want to be able to fly through space, don't you, and stuff. So yeah, I was always looking up there, but no, not really, no. In general, no. I mean, do you know a lot of people see things like ghosts and that? I mean, never have I seen a ghost. I mean, I'd now know what they were if I seen one, but never have I seen a ghost either, you know?
I kept seeing one when we first moved in this flat.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
Just like, you know, when something just, you know, like when lights coming in through a window and something blocks that light out for a split second and you see that flash. I kept seeing that when we first moved in. And then we had like just tapping noises for no reason in night. And sometimes it even sounded a bit like little footsteps on kitchen floor.
Wow.
But then when I found Jesus and I started reading Bible and praying and that, it all stopped. So I don't know. That's strange.
Oh, it disappeared. I don't know what's happened. I get it back, sorry. I'm trying to play around with these settings to see if I can sort this thing out, and it's I'll have to do it after. I'll have to do it when it's on our rundown.
What's happened, Lumpy? I thought you were coming in. I can't get to work. Try again.
Yeah, I did see Lumpy in for a second, then it just dropped out.
You seen any ghosts, Mikey?
In
fact, you had that weird thing with that EVP, didn't you, when you were filming?
Yeah, that okay.
That
so
was weird.
Yeah, there's two stories. Okay, so what was I going to say about before now? You got me off track now already. Well, maybe three stories. So I really, as a younger adult, I did kind of believe in ghosts, but then I started like obviously thinking and questioning about things, and I watching all the bullshit on YouTube because they fake all that crap. But to me, I don't believe it until I can see it myself, but I know there's some weird things that have happened in my life and people's lives that there's probably like a 1 or 2% chance of whatever it is. I'm not saying it's ghosts or whatever it is. I think it's just something that is freaking weird that we can't explain. Because I wish I had that book. I have. I showed the picture before. I'll show it again some other day. I was renting this house years ago. Like this would have been in 1999, the fall of 1999. I was staying in this old house, and my friend was getting married. My roommate was getting married at the time, and she had her friends over at the house, and we were taking pictures. And I was standing up in front of my TV. It was a regular box tube, TV, and I was holding up a donut in the air to get my dogs to stand up to reach for the donut. And so they were taking pictures of me and the dogs, and my TV was behind me. Just normal TV, wasn't even turned on, just gray screen, just like every TV was. It was color TV. And so my roommate at the time, a couple of days later, when they got the pictures developed, she said to me, "Do you want this picture of you and the dogs?" I said, "Okay, sure, I'll take it." But then she said to me, "Who is that in the TV?" I said, "What?" And I'm like looking at it, and there's this white, clear face in the TV. You can see like a white, the light from the flash from the camera in the middle of the TV, and beside that flash is a white face, as clear as can be. It's unbelievable. I don't have no. I was on the news about it too, actually, back then, and it's absolutely crazy. But in relation to these voices, I sent them off to this YouTube channel. People may have heard of it, Nuke's Top 5, and so I sent him a recording of that, and hopefully he'll put it up on his channel and go from there, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go right. I think I have that picture on the.
I used to be into all that business, ghosts, aliens,
I'm there.
like
I mean, stuff obviously because I'd never seen one or anything, but yeah, I used to like learning. I mean, I really did think that there could be something out there. You know, I mean, you just think that it's when you've got this heliocentrism concept in your head, you just think it's too vast, not for nothing to be out there. You know, but we know different now.
That's amazing.
Wow, dude. That's mental.
That's freaky.
Isn't it just?
Yeah, it's just the craziest thing ever. And I was on the news about it too.
Really?
Oh wow, it's mental.
Yeah,
it's not even a burn into the screen like the screen's been on the same picture.
Yeah,
no,
it's a color TV. It's a color TV too.
Wow, man. Wow. It's crazy, isn't it? Do you know, like you get when you've got your CCTV and all that, and they look at the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
So you've got screen on, haven't you? It's not even that. It's crazy.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, when I used to go metal detecting in woods, I found this great big hatchet, and it was right under the roots of this tree, like so it had been buried. There was no wood on it, completely rusty. In fact, I'm going to go and get it because I know where it is. Just give me 1 second.
Go for it, dude.
That's too long. 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely. I had to get rid of that background for now until I know how to sort it, Michael, because it's just, I think everybody's going to start flipping out with it. It's just like discotheque. Nice. Oh, Lumpy saying he couldn't hear or interact at all. Maybe. Oh no. Oh yeah, no. Michael must have let you in before we seen you. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's this restream's still not perfected yet, is it? I don't know. But it'd be good to hear one of your what you call it again?
Hold on. Let me just turn my thing off.
Presentations. I'd like to hear one of your presentations again. They're good. They're good.
Look at that.
Wow.
Hold on. I'll turn the screen off. That.
What's that? Oh wow!
I found it metal detected under a tree root.
Like, under the tree root. Wow.
It was right deep down, about 3-4 foot down under this tree root.
Wow, that's sweet. Is that an axe of some sort or what?
It's like a big Chinese chopper.
Yeah.
But it's all rusty. Like, I'm thinking about cleaning it up and putting an handle on it. But I was thinking like this has killed somebody.
You
know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's for hacking meat or something. That's what.
Yeah, it's like a meat chopper. Like,
yeah, it's like a cleaver.
It's buried all this way under a tree. Like, thinking it's like a murder weapon.
Yeah, it's certainly a cleaver of some sort.
And then a time after, I took a picture of a tree, and it was absolutely surrounded by orbs.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Weird as out. Like, I'm just going to get rid of this because it's filthy.
Nice.
Soak it in. What is it? Did they say Coke takes rust off or something? I think
Coca-Cola. Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah. Autotype just switches stuff from you. Okay. Jeez, mate. Yeah, definitely, Lumpy. You just tried it to see if you can make fun of Phil. Absolutely. Yeah, but it'd be good to see one of your presentations. Why don't you do a presentation, Lumpy, on making fun of Phil? That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Hey PJ, just send me your address over email, and I'll try to get a price for you. Yeah,
not a problem. Like I say, as soon as you got your PayPal sorted out, I can send you over. It's the only thing I can use to get it over to you. Even like you can't even use sort of just direct bank account details, because with it being international, it'll cost a hell of a lot more, wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah,
so
probably. Yeah.
You just need, as soon as you get PayPal sorted. I mean, like I said, when I put your email into PayPal, it comes up. But usually, when I do that, if I've got somebody to pay on PayPal, once their email comes up, it tells me who they are. But next to you, it recognized your email, but it didn't say that Mikey Smith was with it. It just was the email. So if I sent it over, it could be going to anybody with that similar email address to you. So I'd rather know for sure it's you, obviously. And unless you find some other way I can pay for it, because I'd love that. That was, especially with that observation. I've always liked it since you've done it. They want you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, send it over. I mean, I've got your I've got your email address. I think I did send over my address once, but I'll send it over again. Definitely.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, I'll give you something for yourself as well, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just double check what's.
Hey, Sandra. Nice to see you.
Into the break. There's the links there. Into the break.
As moderator. So, Sandra, you've got a wrench now, so push your channel link. Sandra's got some brilliant footage from P900 and P1000.
Oh, is that Sandra the Cool Pics one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Oh.
Into the breaks coming in, I think. Yeah, push your channel link, Sandra. I think this is into the break. Hello. Welcome. Nice to speak to you. First time I spoke to you other than in chat.
It's good to see you guys.
Say again.
Yeah, the chats, we have fun, don't we?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Hey, Michael, I'm just going to jump out. I got to grab something to eat, and then I'm going to go swimming. So
all right, yeah, no worries. Nice for coming in, Mikey. Take care, man.
Yeah, I'll chat with you guys later. Thanks a lot.
See you later.
Hey, Mikey, great video and great Venus video you just did a day or so ago.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Great job.
Bless you, Mike. Bless you, man.
Yeah, right on, guys. Take it easy, man.
See you later, Mikey.
Good night, man.
What's your first name, Break? Because I don't like calling you Break.
Charleston.
Charleston.
Charleston Thaddeus Monrovenhouse. The third. You can call me by my full name.
But really, that is your real name, yeah?
No.
No.
It's not. I don't use my real name.
Right.
I don't use my real name in life, let alone on the internet.
I just like to call people by their real names. You know, I don't like all these YouTube monikers.
That's not a real name, Mike. That's a town
Into the Break.
in Wales.
It's hard to call somebody Into the Break though when you're talking to them.
Hey, well, you go into the break. I mean, you can call me ITB. It's a condition.
I'll just stick to Break then, like, but you know,
call me Break or
call you by your real name. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that, but no necessity for names for me. That's just the way I like to keep it because you know how these people can be get really upset and they can come attack you and your family and
absolutely.
And so it's a safety precaution for me.
But listen, Break, that's all they've got though, isn't it? You know, that's all they can do because they've got no argument no more.
That's it.
Yeah, I beg for an argument all the time.
Yeah.
Usually they're too ashamed to actually make it. They just say gravity and mass. I'm like, okay, well that sounds cool. Gravitas means weight, and I don't know what mass means. Can you please like be semantical and like describe what you're talking about? No, I can't do that.
They can't because the mental gymnastics they have to do to make it work is like it says, it's mental gymnastics, isn't it? It's strenuous. It must tire them out having to do it, you know. So nowadays they just don't say anything about it, do they? Wow.
It keeps them up at night, you know. Just like Katz revealed, he said he had to get away from this because it was keeping him up at night.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about how Nathan Oakley destroyed him, somebody who has a high school education and sells audio equipment, destroyed his knowledge that he thought he had.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're all mad about it. That's why they like to bring up names. They like to bring up a logic. It's like, no, just formulate a coherent argument. I want to hear what you have to say. Yeah. Because to me that sounds absurd that I'm talking about scientific principles of ideal gas law, and then now you're calling me names, and then now you're taking it to some false equivalence fallacy where now you're saying that like I'm too small and the Earth is too big, and it's like I fully accept that Earth is really big and that I'm small compared to it, but you have claims, like you as a relativist, as a heliocentrist, you have claims that are out there in the ethos. And if you want to relinquish, like, oh yeah, like, you know, this person didn't know what the heck he was talking about, or that's cool. Now we can talk about you debunking your own religion, and I'm all game for that. But it's an absurd thing where they have to say, oh no, believe in this consensus reality. You have to believe in this consensusism of science. And it's like, well, actually, did you actually take a survey of everybody and you could determine that there was a consensusism of science? I don't think so. I don't think you did that. There's no data for even that claim. So it's like literally every single claim that they make has no foundation to it whatsoever. It's all built on sand. And then it's just like, I believe this, so build more on sand. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good analogy, actually.
These I don't know what it is. What keeps them held into this belief? I think it's something to do with this space nonsense. Like, I think they're invested in it.
Well, it's the hardest thing to let go of, I suppose, isn't it? On their side of things.
Well, that's what gives them hope, because they've relinquished, a hope from God or anything like that, any theology. So they've made this new theology which is basically just reskinned Abrahamic theology, with where aliens are the new angels, or actually, yeah, aliens are the new angels, and astronauts are the new saints, because they've done a miracle where they've actually gone outside of this into this thermodynamics violation, where it's actually miraculous. That's supernatural for these astronauts to have gone there. And then we have Elon Musk, and they build these obelisks that then they do the ritualistic worship of Ra or to Isis, where then they send these obelisks in to penetrate the sky goddess Isis. And it's all fully ritualistic endeavor. And then they say, oh, you believe in some religion and through theology. And it's like, no, actually, you are beholden to a matrix, to a system that worships Greek gods and dead Caesars. Your whole entire world is put in a framework of dead gods, your calendar dates, and you fall within this 365 and every 7 years leap year of worship of Greek gods. That's why they love to bring up the Greeks, how the Greeks knew that it was a globe, because they're still worshiping these Greek gods. They're still worshiping these dead Caesars, 2 dead Caesars on their calendar. Like, so it's them, their framework is this illogical, old, antiquated belief. Not mine. I reject this Gregorian calendar based on the names that you've given it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, it doesn't make sense anyway, doesn't it? I mean, like sept means 7, doesn't it? And it's the 9th month, so it's always 2 out, isn't it? It's December means 10. DEC means 10, like decimal. That's 2 months out. What's the other one? August. It's just 10th month. Oh no, sorry, 8th month. No, that's right.
Augustus.
No, I'm thinking October. I'm thinking the wrong way around. Sorry, October.
We're in August nappies, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of October. October, which is the 10th month, but Oct meaning 8. Do you know what I mean? So it's always 2 month of bash, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely not right.
Captain Caveman wants me to play his new video.
Yeah, do it, man. Okay, we'll play that. Yeah.
You have to bear with me because I'm swapping from screen to screen here. It's starting to do my head in. Right, that's his new video.
So reason my main thing is on Instagram. I'm the most prolific flat earther on Instagram. I don't have a channel or anything. I just go in and I talk to people. And so some conservative started just flaming on flat earth and saying like, oh, like it's this and this. So he says that it's a CIA psyop, and that the CIA is literally direct energy beaming, like a direct energy weapon, like concentrated weapon, into my mind to melt my mind. And so that's why I think the earth is flat. And he's like, huh? Like, no, I think that happened to you. Like, that's not an illogical argument.
Oh,
not
wow.
logical at all. Yeah.
Mental.
That just happened like today and yesterday. And then they were like attacking like some other like female flat earther, because they always like to attack the female flat earthers, because they're whatever show, there's something wrong with them in the heads, obviously. But then he won't say nothing to me, but he had no problem just like attacking this woman.
They're like your playground bullies. That's all they are, They go for who they think is weakest, and picking on a lady's not always picking on weakest person, is it? But that's how the mindset works.
Yeah, no, I mean she handled him too, but then he was like proud of how she handled him, and then posted something. So I was like, can you just tell me why you have a relativistic belief? Like what is your empiricism for relativism? And
I can remember when Rachel had done a debate with Fight the Flat Earth, and then She'd said she were ill from it or something, and they putting community posts bragging. Oh yeah, I've made Rachel ill, like, you know, bragging about it. Like,
Yeah,
well,
no, that was disgusting. I remember that.
You remember that, yeah?
Yeah, FTFE. He's just a goon.
Yeah,
they all are, mate. They all are. All they have is trolling and mockery. That's all they have.
and yeah, that's right. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah. I deal with them daily, you know.
Trolls, numpties, and idiots. That's what I used to say about them. And then,
Right,
you know,
I'm going to say this. It looks like Captain Caveman's done something with Mikey's video. So let's see what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Mikey will be bothered. Like, it's getting put out there, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
Yeah.
With the funnel.
Yeah.
I think he's made it bigger.
I've seen that before. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that, ball?
I know, I see it. Yeah.
I tell you what, it's definitely a coil, though, isn't it?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Wow.
What the hell? That wasn't there before. And why is it flashing up there? What is this? This isn't...
See how quickly it goes out the screen when it's zoomed in.
Holy frick, Bob. What the hell? Yeah, is it? Yeah.
I find it hard to see that there'd be that much detail to that coil shape for it to be like just an effect for camera.
No, it is.
Well, I've never caught it like this before. Why does it flicker like there's a radio antenna up here? Look at that! What the hell?
And he says it himself
Looks
that
like a honeycomb or something.
before, so he's always seen it differently.
What the hell? This is totally... Oh, wow, this is outrageous. You kidding me? This is the craziest thing ever, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that the other night. Look at it. Looks like it's almost like that on both sides. Oh my God. See, you can kind of see a faint triangle on this side too, and it points out.
Yeah, it flashes off and on.
What the frick? This is insane. What the hell is going on here? What is that? Blowing it apart, blowing it up.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Whoa. It's doing that on both sides.
Well, so, yeah. Caveman, Captain Caveman, he's coming. He's Mike blew off a bit, so you can even see even more. You know what I mean? He's blew up a little bit. Yeah, because Mike didn't do it. He ain't got the program yet.
Been off screen then, isn't it?
Mm. Oh, please come on. I tried to. I'm pressing you.
It's an interesting capture, like I don't.
It is. Quick edit could have been bad. Yeah, it's not as good enough. Captain Caveman, definitely. It's definitely moving up a bit. Like that. Looks good. It is. It's very interesting. Like I said,
trophies everywhere. Why don't you get a grip, mate? You know.
Narcissistic. Good Lord, get a grip. Yeah, truth is
And people will bring bad vibes into chat.
Yeah. I mean, do you do observations like that? Truth is
I don't know. It just goes around moaning at everybody else, probably.
Yeah. So why the name Truth is Everywhere when you go nowhere to find it? You know. You just sit there and troll. Is that what it is? Nice.
I might have to have a look at trying to clear it up myself, actually.
All right.
So
how goes the fluffing, Bobby Steele? It goes well, always.
How goes the trolling, Bobby? That's the
Exactly.
question.
Yeah.
Bobby, why don't you come in and have a conversation with me?
Yeah.
Don't fear me, Bobby. Come in and have a conversation with me. Come and present your relativism.
Here's a link.
Evidences.
Yeah. Links at the top. Pin that.
No swearing though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Should I unmute? Yeah. Absolutely.
Bobby, rather than just, lurking in chat, if you've something you want to present or tell us, come in, mate.
Yeah.
We don't have to be shouting and arguing. We don't have to be swearing at each other. But if you've got an opinion, I'd prefer you to come and share it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, Bobby, come in and tell us how there's 3 cartoons that you think are real that negate reality.
Mm-hmm.
Just make an argument for it. Come, step right up. You're the next contestant on The Price is Wrong.
Nice.
See, this is weird. See, I ain't got a problem with ballers in general, but when they're just gonna lurk and troll and then none of them have got balls they don't make videos, they ain't come and talk, you know what I mean? That's when I lose my patience with them.
Yeah, I mean, he said, like, should I unmute? I said, yeah, if you come in, unmute. And he's like, no, okay, cool. What do you mean, no? Okay, cool. Unless that's not for us, but it sounds like you're talking. No, okay, we said, like, come in and then unmute, yeah. Just don't start. I don't see the issue.
Yeah, it's kind of moot. The issue is moot.
Yeah, yeah. Like it.
Look, Bobby's been around a long time doing this. He
Yeah.
knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly. He does.
It's pitiful. Don't you have anything better to do, Bobby?
It is pitiful.
Mm-hmm. Booby ran away. You did, Jeff. Oh, you did? Well, he said he did come in, but I don't know if he's just trolling that as well.
I don't know what he means. I think he's talking to somebody saying that he ran away.
Oh, maybe.
Come in here because it binks when somebody comes in.
Yeah, you would have noticed it, exactly, yeah.
Well, look how much time's been took up though, and how much chat's been took up. Just have a Bobby light,
I know.
This is what they do.
Yeah.
It's quite feeble. Right. Time for Bobby to leave the building. See you later.
Bobby's off skis now. Mm-hmm.
Baba.
He's been hidden. He's been hidden.
Now you can go and enjoy your fun delusions, can't you? But not here.
Or you can come back as a sock and get another banning. You know what I mean?
To be honest,
Booby is one of Bobby is one of the ones that thinks that there's no such thing as the word synthetic. So he says the antithesis of natural is supernatural, and I'm like, what about synthetic? So he believes there's such thing as shoe science. and science is based on observation alone. That's
wow.
Booby's belief.
Observation.
That's why he's lost.
Wow. So you don't have to test it. You don't need an IB or D or anything like that. You don't need a hypothesis or wow, crazy.
Nope, just see a shoe, and that's shoe science. That's
okay.
Like I've talked to Bobby for 4 or 5 years in chat.
Mm.
This is why he's just a joke, and he's such a joke. He doesn't even attempt to make an argument. He just does the benign thing like ho ho ho.
You gotta
glob. Like,
you gotta wonder what kind of life that is, though. Do you know what I mean? Constantly hanging around flat Earth charts. not
It's
bringing an
pitiful.
argument, talking bollocks. You know, it's,
I empathize with them. It's a cry for help. It's a cry for help. There's something so wrong in their insignificant life that they really need for other people, strangers on the internet, to validate their existence for them. And I empathize for them. I was a lost Glover at one time too, and I felt pitiful. And then you sort of take up the mantle, and it's like, I don't need to think that somebody can think for me. Maybe I can start thinking for myself. I have done all these schoolings. I am interested in all these topics. Maybe I can empower myself. And so that's what I see flat Earth is a self-empowerment, as opposed to a self-deprecation where you have to concede that somebody else knows it for you. Because you ask any of these Glovers, why do they believe it? It's due to faith alone. Because they concede they don't have the capability of even understanding any of these conceptualizations.
Listen to this comment, Yannick. I know a guy who went addict to trolling, started with one account and then somehow got addicted to it and then created 3 of them. Yeah, that's what most of them have, more than one, don't
they? Nice one. I mean, who's seen Zebra had about 20 million, and
Zebra, Geronimo. I've lost track of how many.
Andrew Johnson. Was it Andrew Johnson? The one that, yeah,
Andrew Johnson. It's Andrew Johnston, right?
No, the one that Flats debated on.
That's his favourite troll.
Yeah.
Good if that's his comments and Andrew's all over him. 10, 12 comments.
I know. And he says he doesn't troll or harass.
Oh, look, Bobby's back. Piss off, Bobby.
Well, back again, Bobby. See ya. Well, you come in just to say see ya. What's the point in that?
Bobby,
dude?
why don't you come and stop us flirting?
Exactly.
You can't, can you?
Exactly.
Anyway,
prove relativism to me, Bobby. Just prove relativism. Bring some empiricism to debunk reality and logic. That's all you have to do. Use logic and reality to debunk logic and reality, because you're a relativist. Just please come in and do that. I beg of you.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything. I was
fuck, I can't get my breath, mate.
It's just I remember when I first used to come into this, and I used to see this happening. Like years ago, when I used to be in Brandon's, and when the people were, I didn't even know what a troll was to start off with. I soon found out. You know what I mean? I soon found out. As soon as I started commenting in the YouTube chat, then I'd go into comments, and then I'd do my own. You know what I mean? I'd put my own little debate forth, a little argument across to what was being said, and they would just all jump in it, and it was like, oh my goodness! It got to the point where it was actually affecting me emotionally. I had to come out of that. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
They're like hyenas, man.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I want to step in as much as I do now, because really I felt no need to. But I remember in 2016 going to the old 24/7 stream that was run by Brenda and what's the Hillbilly Blue Balls? What's his the Blue Marble Science guy, right? And they were just disparaging anybody coming in, and I was just like so disgusted. And it was at that point, because I was like, okay, I can sort of consider people's arguments for that, but it was at that point, and just seeing how illogical that they were, and how it was only a thing meant to ridicule people. And though it's like their beliefs were very absurd, and it was like, well, the explanations just aren't matching up. And so I genuinely just wanted better Glover arguments, but that never, the best Glover argument there is that you're a ridiculous person for even questioning any of these ridiculous things.
Absolutely.
And from that, I can remember that to this day, and that was like really what pushed me over the edge. Was I was like, no, there's something very demonic, or evil, or whatever. There's something very pervasive in this whole field of heliocentrism that is very wrong, and I'm very against it.
Yeah. Well, we know who runs this world, don't we? Like, so
That's it. That's it. What is it? Is
Oh no, of course. 2016, I have the power.
That's it. That's it.
These who chose to defend against flat earthers that they're driven by something else. I won't like to put my finger on it, whether they're paid to do it or whether they're just sad. I don't know, but it is almost like there's an evil spirit over them, and the fact that they don't know they're contradicting themselves, it's almost supernatural. You know, I get comments regular from them on my videos, and the longer you let them talk, the deeper all the dig. You know what I mean? They just contradict themselves left, right, and centre, and they don't know they're doing it, and they think they're smart.
I know. You point out the contradiction as well, and you just see like, well, why was that a contradiction? You see that in their faces, and it's like, well, why was it not? You know what I mean? It's you're right there, man. You're right. They just contradict. Like I say, they're walking oxymorons. Every sentence they say has got an oxymoron in it. You know. Pretty.
Bobby. Look.
Oh, come on, Bobby. What's the point? What is the point, dude?
I can ban socks quicker than you can make them, mate.
Exactly. What's the point? The real deal, Bobby Steels. How old are you, Bobby?
It's ridiculous, man, isn't it?
I know.
And they think that this kind, like, you know, they think that they're not trolls.
I know.
The fact that you've already been in here with 3 accounts tells me you're a troll. Tells everybody you're a troll, Bobby. You're not even trying to hide it, mate.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Yeah, Bobby, if you do this for free, then you're a very sad person. I hope that you are a CIA agent and there's a reason why you are doing this, because you're getting paid. Exactly. But if you do this for free, you are the most sad, pitiful person. Very sad.
You're all right, Praise Adam. How you doing, man? Yeah, you're right, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy, and like you say, it's pitiful. and he knows exactly what we think of it. Pitiful.
You want to see my name and shame on YouTube, man? It's about 200 deep.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Wow. It's crazy, isn't it?
Richard says, I actually hope that clown gets paid. I do, otherwise he's right sad.
Oh, wow. I'm the same, Adam, when it comes to I'm always typing the blooming wrong thing, and then I'll check it, and I'll go back and I'll type the wrong thing again, and it'll be with a different letter, like exactly what you've just done there.
I can't use a phone, me. I don't know how people manage.
Yeah, I do exactly what he does. I correct myself by putting an asterisk in there, and the asterisk is the one I've corrected it with is worse than the one I've misspelled it with. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I mean, I press keys with my fat fingers on a normal keyboard, so you can imagine what I'm like on a phone.
Exactly. Yeah, well.
Phones are bad news.
I mean, I think it's, you know, you were saying about doing that video thing on that little. I mean, it's that little thing I found out about the emoji to do with God. I don't think it's worth doing a big. Yeah, I mean, it's worth doing a little short video on it, but I just thought it was worth mentioning that.
If you want to make videos, PJ, you've got to pop your cherry soon.
I know, exactly. But I just wanted to mention it. And yeah, I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but
you just put a screen record on your phone and just talk as you're doing it and present. You know, just
But I do want to do it soon. I was going to do it this weekend, but I wanted to ask your advice on just showing it. When I actually, like, obviously I can talk about it, but to actually show it while I'm talking, I could probably do that through screen record as well, couldn't I?
You can screen record and talk at the same time.
Cool. I could do that. Yeah. But I was just going to mention it in chat, like, if anybody ever experienced that, if you go in, when you go into your emoji search bar and you search for emojis, I typed in God out of curiosity one day, and what came up is a fairy, an actual emoji of a fairy. So to me, there's a narrative there from Google, for Google. There's an agenda saying that God's a fairy tale. It's a mythical creature, so they're saying God's a myth.
Oh, pride emojis in it now. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's emojis. People use them, don't they? So it's
of course, absolutely,
it's good for.
It's just I'd never thought of it before. I never thought. I wonder what would happen if I typed God. I was expecting prayer hands or something like that, you know. And no, it didn't. It came up as a fairy, and I did it again. It came up as a fairy, and yeah. I just wondered if anybody's ever experienced.
I don't know how you'd have an emoji for God though, like unless it looked. I don't know, unless it like an effigy of Jesus or something like that. I don't really know how you'd.
Or a stereotypical guy in a white robe with a white beard, and you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just wondered if anybody else has ever come across that.
Lumpy, have you? Are you saying you've got a video, Lumpy, on your channel? Do you want to post a link and I'll play it?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yes, Discord. Oh right. Sorry, I'll have to. I'm saying yes to him. He's not on YouTube.
Where is he?
He's in Element, asking if we're still on.
I'll have to come in half an hour.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Try not to be pushing that new age shit though.
No, dude, it's not happening. He'll get blocked.
I'm only messing.
Let's see.
I see it as God's put him in wheels who, you know, believe, and for him to hear them things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Hold on. Oh, he's in our own person, so I think.
Post link, Lumpy. I'll play it.
Yeah. On. Equals.
If there's out anybody wants to be played in chat, you've all got registers, so you can post links.
Yeah. For this way.
Let's play this video then.
Go for it. And I'll just try and post in the link for this.
I'm gonna have to get another screen because this is a nuisance.
Yeah, it's a pain in it. I'm definitely getting it. I'm getting one next week.
This week.
This week.
Right, you ready?
Okay, yes, this is SolidWorks, and yes, this is a diagram of how section would have to work. Okay, let's try and do this quick. This is the angle achieved by using the dip correction and the position, and here's an angle. Now, two things about the globe kind is, yeah, smart dimension is clicked over here, and we are going to try to dimension this and that. Nope, it won't let me. Cancel, said fail. All right, and then the other claim is that this is where the angle's coming from. Well, look at this. This is wrong. It's not that.
Nice.
What's up, guys? So welcome back to Unreal Engine.
Did you catch that? Yeah. No, don't be embarrassed, Lumpy.
Nothing to be embarrassed about, dude.
This is it. If everybody bothered to make videos, whether don't matter whether they're good or not, as long as it's showing truth, then I'm all for it.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go and do a look for that thing. I'm just going to do a little screen record video. I'm going to do it over the weekend.
Well, yeah, that's it, Lumpy. Now you've done it, and you know that you can make it better. You can work on it. But obviously, it shows that these things don't work on a globe.
Exactly.
which is good enough for me, like, you know.
Mm.
What's this one, Captain Caveman? Is it same one or is it a totally different video?
The one for me, I'm sure. This is a rare one for me, I'm sure. Nice. This Lord's done to me. He's asked a question. I've put it, then he's run away. An element. I've sent him a link anyway.
Right. I'm sorry it takes me so long to try and share.
One of NASA's most requested space photos. This view of Earth, known as the Blue Marble, was taken in 1972 from about 18,000 miles away as Apollo 17 was traveling to the moon. So I run across this in a 2019 National Geographic. And this is where they show us that we live. For many years, I looked at this here and just saw the Blue Marble.
Mm.
I saw what they told me to see.
Yep.
Then you start questioning things. You start looking into all the images you have. You find out about Ron Simmons. Then you try to find something that's not Ron Simmons. And it brings you back to this picture here. And it's really crazy. Because now I see this as a piece of art. How do I do this? Guess I could try to explain to you 5 little Easter eggs. It's really much deeper than that. But these 5 seem to jump out. Start with what I'll call the magician, or Mickey and Fantasia. But here's his head. Got 2 arms. You even got a bit of magic running in between, and the body. That's pretty interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Little fuzzy, I guess. But
it's
it is what it is, I guess.
It's creepy.
And I've kept looking. Just a curious thing, looking around this thing. Then I run across this little guy right here. There's a mouth, even a nose, an eyeball, 2 ears, even got the shape of the head. Looks like a rabbit to me. Actually looks like that scared rabbit run across the avalanche. So you pull back and you're looking at this thing. You've done seen these 2 things. Then this guy jumps out at you.
Whoa.
Come on, camera.
Yeah, focus.
Right there. A hand, an arm. What's this, a top coat? What did you see? Right in there. Face with a mustache.
What's
You
like
see that man, Hitler?
Wow.
I don't know. That's 3. That's pretty extreme. You know, they put Pluto in Pluto, right?
They did.
They did.
Then you notice an eyeball here. Even a shut eye here, maybe. Because now you have a nose, a mouth, even got chin, even got hair.
Sounds Sasquatch.
It does look like a Sasquatch.
Does that look like Chewy?
It does look like Chewy as well.
Chewy.
Bigfoot?
Like Bigfoot.
There you go, Bigfoot. It does. It looks like
here. And now you got 3, 4. And then this guy pops out at you right here. Starts with his mouth, going down to his chin. Is that an ear? And that's where his eye would be. Nose looks like he's wearing a headpiece. He even got a horned head. Imagine that. Just want you to take a minute here with me. And I'm going to move around this thing a little bit. See if you can see the things I see. See if any of them jump out at you.
Do you know what jumps out at me?
Really an interesting picture.
It clearly don't look real.
Yes,
absolutely. Because the more you delve into it, the more there is. I'm telling you, got a guy there. Kind of looked like King Kong or something to me. Or is this Esau and Nimrod with some extras added in just because they could? I don't know.
Do you know, probably just a collage.
I guess I'm going to leave it there. See if I even post this.
That's good. That's really good, man. Like a collage of blooming faces, just all mushed up into one. You know what I mean?
Mental, like.
Definitely.
I used to see faces in clouds though when I was taking pictures of clouds. Devilish faces, like chin and pointy nose and.
I used to see that all the time, but I do like the one in the clouds where you've got you see Jesus. I like that one. It was in the clouds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, for the world, caveman.
How you doing, Spud? You good?
Yo, Spud, when you getting some internet and joining us?
Yeah, I did. Yo, Spud. Yeah, man, you are. He's missing shots. Spud's cool, man.
He's an hard lad to pin down, though, for a combo, isn't he?
No, I don't. A bit like Watts himself.
Comes on the 9th, so tomorrow. Oh, nice one.
Oh, cool. Good. Hopefully I can get this background sorted out a bit better for next week.
Yeah,
that video was interesting. There's a couple interesting comments. Maybe I could talk about with that.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, they would say like, oh, that's a pareidolia. You know, where you're mistaking, where your mind is trying to see things. But also, this came out in conversations that I was having with Gloobers about the SpaceX, you know, or the Twitter X, you know, and how it was like, oh, this is just like half of the Mason symbol. So what was interesting, and with sort of discussions like that, it's like, well, I can't say either way. So it's like, not like that's a mound that I'm going to live and die on to say, oh, yes, there's faces in there. But it was interesting in the conversations that I would have. It would be like, but there is such thing as subliminal messaging used
predominantly in advertising it, right? And so it was like they would concede that. So I was like, well, what's your point? Like, and they would be like, well, what are they advertising? The Freemasons? And I'm like, no, that's not the point. The point is they can hide esoteric symbolism inside of advertisements. And
Well, look at that,
you know,
look at that one where it says sex in cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Which that reminded me of, you know, the where it said sex in the clouds on the Lion King movie, or they had the dildo as the castle on Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like those are undeniable, and those are sort of admitted things that they do put these things into advertisement. So it just brings forth that there is, unless you have somebody saying no, that's not the case, or yes, that's the case. I mean, you can't really say, but we do have a bunch of evidence that suggests that they do weird things like that with advertisement. And basically that's all those pictures are, is advertisements for a godless theology.
But all silly people, us who see that type of mocking going off, then we'll just hand wave it away, you know.
That's right.
But I can imagine them being that sick that they'd do something like that.
Definitely.
Well, they did it. I can see, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if somebody is so sick that they're going to write sex in the clouds and Lion King, then obviously those same people are making the Blue Marble cartoons, and they're doing the same thing.
That's right. That's right.
To me, it's just obvious, blatant. Like, it's like it becomes so difficult to just try to do the mental gymnastics to be like, no, it was just purely accident that they accidentally wrote sex, or it was just a picture and the data wrote sex in the cloud for you. It's just so it gets convoluted.
You know, the longer spell of heliocentrism is broke in your mind, and the longer you've been at it. Like when I look at these blue marbles now, they're clearly not real. It's obvious, you know.
Yeah.
Same way when you're watching them on ISS, whether you can just looking at it in general, you can see that it's multi-layered. You know what I mean? It's not true image. Whether you can see ropes on them or whatever, you know, that makes no difference. Just actually, as soon as you just look at it, you can see that it don't look real.
Yeah, like you can go take like, okay, here's the Himwari, you know, the Himwari they claim takes real pictures, but it's just data sets of whether, but you would be, when you take that picture, if it was like up, if they had the ISS live stream, then you could walk out and be like, there's no ISS, there's no clouds above me right now. It opens up the door for too much scrutiny to have something like that available. So it's like, here's a data set. We tell you that that's live feed and it takes a picture every 10 minutes, and that suffices. Though you can go look at it and there's like no clouds, but it shows cloud coverage. But it's just a data set, so it's not even actual
and listen,
weather positions.
To be fair, they're lapsy-daisy with it as well, aren't they? I think they deliberately make things look stupid because they know most people buy it anyway. You know, they've studied men, and they know. Like, look at what happened with boogie virus. You know, they knew everybody would buy that hook, line, and sinker. You know, they've looked into these things. They've done tests and stuff on people, and they know what humans fall for.
Yeah, they know 90% of people will buy anything because they got their heads in the sand. They don't know anything to begin with. They're already conceding that, you know, like I said earlier, these people, they're hopeless. So that they just believe somebody else will think for them. That's why I took the mantle as, no, I'm a science communicator. I'm an empowering person. That's what Flat Earth is for me. It's empowerment and it's scientific communication. It's an education.
Yeah.
And you know, if you disagree, come have a debate, Bobby or whoever, right? You know, But I think it could mean anything to anybody because flat Earth is just a title that's given to questioning mainstream narratives that don't fall in line with reality. That's all it is.
That's right.
There's no model for questioning a toy model. It's absurd.
It is absurd.
Okay, definitely.
But people are, I don't know. There's only a small mindset of people who actually are interested in truth. Everybody else don't seem bothered. Like, I've stood in and pointed to people and said, "Oh, look at them trails up in the sky, and you don't see that?" And they're like, "What?" Do you know what I mean?
What? Yeah.
But I mean, what? You can't see all them lines up there, like they never
No.
used to be there.
Yeah, crisscrossing all over the place. You know what I mean?
But like,
Yeah,
people just
yeah,
don't care, and they're like, "Oh, well, what is it?"
It's-
Planes are clearly spraying something, mate. Oh, they're not bothered, you know.
As
I
long as they
just
think
get
it's
out.
not directly, even though it is directly, it's you know what I mean? As long as they think it's not directly
affecting them,
affecting them at all, then they just don't care. They just don't care at all. You know what I mean?
That's like that slow boiling a frog business, isn't it? Like, you know,
Exactly right.
people aren't going to realise what's going off till it's past,
too late.
past
Mhm.
being any need for knowing what's going off because it'll be too late for them.
Like yeah. Same with it all. Like with the, as you call it, the boogie virus and all that. Yeah, same with it all, man. You know.
Yeah, with the boogie virus, I would say that was more akin to crabs in a boiling pot, to where they pull each other down, fighting
Yeah.
to get out.
Oh yeah,
People
like
just pull each other down into this.
average Joe person were policing it, weren't they? I mean, a man arguments I had with people because I didn't have a mask on, you know.
Yeah.
You were breaking law, you were this, you were that, you know. You were killing people. All sorts of
Yeah.
shit I've had thrown at me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just mental. It's mental. I remember walking back with a mask in my pocket in case, do you know what I mean, that I had to put on. I was just determined that I just didn't want to put it on. I just didn't. I think I put it on once. I had to in the supermarket. In Daventry it was, I think it was. Yeah, in Daventry. I had to put it in the supermarket once just because they wouldn't let me in. That was it. And I had to go and get something. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
I broke my wrist right in the middle of that, and I had to go to get surgery. And so the only place I ever had to wear a mask was in the hospital, but it was
Yeah.
like going into a surgical setting. So I guess that would be the only place where it even makes sense, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But I remember in my area, I guess it's a more conservative area. I was never tested. I never put the thing up my nose. I never even wore a mask, other than to the hospital. But I remember I went to go get Chipotle from this place a little, about 30 minutes away from me, closer to a liberal area. And then they were like, "Oh, you can't." And so there's just this fat woman sitting there and just loving having the authority to tell you something. It's like, no, I'm a patron of your business. You're supposed to treat me with respect because I'm coming to spend money here. That doesn't give you the right to yell at me because I want to spend money at not even your business. You're just some two-bit nothing. It's sitting there, big old woman, loving that she had some authority so that they could yell at people. So I just walk out, make no scene. I'm just like, okay, you're a fascist. That's what I would say. No scene, but I would make sure my mind was spoke and I would leave. And you wouldn't get my patronage. But I think that's what it was. It was to give all these like little people, like all these little brain dead people, like some authority, so that they could say, so that you're intelligent. You're like, hey, there's nothing to fear. But then they could come at you and condemn you, just like what they normally do with every other belief. But here was one that they felt empowered, and they were told that you're causing harm by doing nothing. you're causing harm, when it was that, no, you're doing harm. You're doing harm to the greater human race by submitting to unlawful orders, by submitting to you know, it shouldn't be a conspiracy theory that there's such thing as immunity, that there's such thing as you know, your body functions. It's a God-given gift of your functioning body.
Somebody
But-
sent me this picture, and somebody swabbed inside a mask and then, you know, grown it in a petri dish. And honestly, it looked horrible. And I posted that on Facebook and got booted straight off.
Wow. Let's see. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, there was all those stories. It was like, you know, like people having to wear those in their working environment, and then getting the cough and like being out ill, not from anything other than their own perpetual like buildup of bacteria. They're breathing bacteria, so it's causing infection in their lungs.
I used to be a panel beater.
Atrocious.
I used to be a panel beater, and I was rubbing filler dust down all day, and I never used to wear a mask. So
Yeah.
no way I was wearing a mask for something that wasn't real.
Exactly.
But I can remember going to McDonald's, and she was like, "Where's your mask?" And he says, "I'm exempt, love." Like, "Oh, you need to wear one." I said, "No, I don't." She says, "It's law." I says, "No, it ain't, love." Anybody could have gone on British government website and found that information out.
It was a bylaw.
And then she turned around and said to me, "Well, I need your address then." And I said, "What, to get a burger?" And she's like, "Yeah, I need your address." I said, "I'm not giving you my address." So she won't refuse me a burger. So I got refused a burger because she won't give me an address.
Yeah, she loved having that. That's a little that was the most
you know.
authority that that she's ever had in her life.
Right.
And it's so pitiful for these people. Like, you have no authority. You want to get over on somebody. Just I'm gonna get a burger.
And then I bought me and our last one of them exemption cards off internet from a proper one, like everybody were buying them. And I goes to go in Tesco's, that's a supermarket, and guy says to me, "Where's your mask?" And I says, "I'm exempt, mate." Like, pull my card out, and he was like, "Oh, it must be on show." I said, "Shut up, mate." I said, "Don't talk about it." I said, "You don't have to, I don't even have to show it you if I don't want to." You know what I mean? But yeah, they're all little Hitlers, weren't they? Everybody, like.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's illegal for them to even ask.
Yeah, but yeah. You know, having to I mean, I weren't disabled, like, you know, I didn't have a disability. I could have worn a mask if I'd have wanted to. But some people legitimately had a disability, and they were having to explain this on the street in front of other people and that, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. It's wrong.
ridiculous.
That's what's wrong.
Well, it's a psychological manipulation. So psychology could be your disability. So I was disabled. That was my case too. I just didn't have to present that. No, I'm psychologically debilitated by somebody trying to force their covering over my mouth. Like I feel enclosed, you know. And so it never came to that. Like, you know, the one time it happened, you know, then I was like, okay, I gotta rectify the situation. And then, you know, that's sort of how life goes, is then I had a way to rectify the situation, and then the situation never presented itself to me again. It was always, oh, no, I'm the only person not wearing a mask. No one said anything to me. Maybe it was because of my area. I live in a conservative area in the Bible Belt here in America.
Yeah.
So that, you know, was possibly the reason. But, you know, the time that it happened to me, it was like, after I was like, oh, you know, man, like, should have done something. And then, so I prepared myself, and then it never presented itself again because, you know, maybe I never put myself in a situation like that again. I stayed in my lane. You know, I did do a little bit of traveling, but it never presented yourself. And that's sort of like how it works. Like, I don't know, I've found that it works. Like, if you're looking for something, you know, maybe it's harder to find it. If you're not looking for something, then maybe it presents itself.
But do you know what we want?
I don't know.
one of the things that got me so much was how much fear it put into people, like older people and that. Like, I mean, I still see old ladies and that with masks on now, because they're that fearful of dying.
That's
It's
it.
wrong.
That's
you know.
it. And that's
This
what
lad's just turned up now.
Oh, Tesla's just turned up now. Yes, wow. I only told you about 17
I
hours
mean,
ago.
10 o'clock shows like cut-off time.
I only
This
told you
lad
that.
speak, mate.
You might be on mute, dude. All right, hold on. Mic's off. But yeah, you
know I can do about turning your mic on, this lad. Can't
can't
open it in here. You must be able to.
It's
auto muted. I don't have any options for muting in here.
But that was funny about that sort of that time was I hang out with the Penguin Squad, you know, the Infinite Plane Society. So a lot of the thing is auto hoax, right? And it was like I was almost very questioning of it. It's like, well, you know, but then that event happened 2 years ago, right? And it just sort of solidified everything that we had been talking about. Everything just started manifesting and piling up to where it was like, wow, like I didn't expect ever to have a confirmation of any of this stuff, but it was like, here's an actual confirmation. So I think it's almost like there is somebody behind the scenes, or this is what it seems like. There's something behind the scenes that let all that come out so that because you can tell people certain things until you're blue in the face, but sometimes it's more beneficial to show them. So it's like, here, this is what these evil people planned for you. This is what they have planned for you. Stop buying it. Maybe I'm too hopeful, but you know, it did seem that way, where it was like, wow, everything was just confirmed. Everything is fake.
Yeah. This lad
try now, this
says he's talking, but I can't hear him.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, this lad, honestly, mate.
Maybe like because. Oh, well, no.
It shows you speaking, eh?
We can't even see an avatar for you.
Can't see no avatar. Can't hear you.
We can see that your name's come up, and
all I can do is mute you and unmute you, and you're not muted.
But there's not even an avatar for you. It's just a grey block with your name. There's no avatar disc. Oh no, he's gone.
You know what I can do from in here.
No, well, it's maybe signal because there's no avatar for him either. There's no picture for him at all, is there? So it's got to be something on his side. He's gone back into him. He's back in element. Oh, here it is again.
It's still not working.
Still no avatar, dude. It shows. All right, it shows us on the pic. Right, that's what he's done in element. I'm not in element. Hold on, let me just check.
Like I show you.
In element, he's on about.
I'm not in element.
Yeah. It's he's showing it in me. Well, it does actually show him talking, but yeah, on our side disc we don't see that. We don't see that at all.
I can only take him out and bring him in like that. That's all I can do.
That's it.
I can mute and unmute him, and that's all I can do. There's no else that I know of anyway.
Yeah, he certainly is being shown up on his end, but yeah, we don't see that. We just see the grey block with your name in it, and it doesn't show you talking.
Yeah, I can't even help because this was honestly the easiest chat that I have ever entered into. Like I just hit the link and then I wrote my name out and was connected. So I don't know
Yes.
what I'm using the phone too.
Oh, okay. But yeah, same as me. It's easy. It's just in. As soon as Michael accepts you in, it's straight on. Don't know what's going on there, Disc.
That's just something chat like. I usually end at 10, like, but if Matt comes in, we'll go a little bit longer. If you want, like.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll carry on. Oh yeah, Matthew Eastman. Yeah, cool. He's gone again.
There's no I can do. Tell him, PJ, there's no I can do.
No, I will do. I'll do it.
Don't know what issue is, like, but it's not like I can end stream and refresh it, is it, either, like, you know?
That's it. That's it. So.
You think they'll end up pulling another one? Break.
Oh, looking, I guess the evidence would be that crazy woman on the airplane and how she was saying, that person wasn't real or whatever. Right before that, no, because also that lady has disappeared. Her family can't be found. Apparently, the Delta or American Airlines or whatever released, like, somebody knows they can't find them, or somebody's making this up. They can't find the person. So she's disappeared, which would just indicate she's purely an actor. But what I believe that they're doing that sort of thing for is to make it so that you have to take a psychological evaluation before you can freely travel. That's what I think the whole scheme of that is. But that's
Is it working?
Don't take my word for it.
It's working.
Well, I just shut it. I just for the third or fourth time shut down the page and opened it up again. Makes no sense. I think Elements was blocking this.
No, I can do from in here. This lad, like, all I can do is let you in and out and mute you on and off.
I had Elements still open in the browser too. I think Elements blocks this browser. Blocks this if it's already in your browser. It must be that because I shut it down and reopened this.
No, I've been in Element in the browser. I've been in the Element.
Listen, this lad, I usually stop at 10 o'clock, but I'll go another half an hour because you've come late.
That's what's up.
I don't want you to think that as soon as you turn up, I'm off.
Oh, I don't even think
usually
like
do,
that.
don't I? How's it going, Matt?
What's up, man? I finally made it.
Yay.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Good to
Then we leave. Hurry up. Let's get out.
Yeah.
We've been going 2 hours, right?
Yeah, well.
What has it been about? What has
Just
it been
ramblings, mate.
Oh yeah, just whatever Mikey presented some of his observations again to do with Sirius.
Yeah.
A few bits and pieces, just chatting. Whatever's
a few videos, what have been posted in chat, and we've just been talking about boogie virus, but no doubt Charles will complain about that and get a strike or something.
You know what?
Not that I'm bothered, like.
Not at all. Still would like to know.
I ain't not going to talk about something just because people say you can't, like.
Of course.
I'm just hoping. Oh, let me get this mic away from my mouth. Is it very loud or?
No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm patiently waiting for, Flatzoid and Bro Sanchez to make a video together. I've been trying for a while to get them to do it, They Bro Sanchez agreed the other night, really agreed. And now we're just waiting for them to set it up, I guess.
Cool.
But I don't know if they have even been in contact. I'm sure Flatzoid have been mailing him again.
That's going to be painful.
No, it's gonna be it's gonna be painful for both sides watching it, and that's
Yeah.
great. That's the only thing that works. People getting kicked in their, kicked in their beliefs and kicked in their all of what they gotta get kicked in to get further. We can't just sit here and be stuck on one thing and not see the two sides fight. That's the best. It's the best.
I've seen both sides, and I've come to the truth that there's only one side.
But there's never only one side. There's only one
That's your
truth, but there's
opinion.
millions of sides to it.
There can only be one truth, mate.
Nope. Yes,
Only
there can
one
only be
truth.
one truth, but it doesn't only have one way or one road.
Well,
All roads lead to the truth if you walk
I'd
it right.
like to hope that you were right, but then I'd be wrong. So
Yeah,
But
exactly.
anyway, it's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting.
I'm firm in my belief, mate.
Same as, dude. Same as.
Yeah, but that's
But I'll
where people
watch it,
make a
right,
mistake
you know.
always. You
I'll
can't
watch
just
it,
be
right.
stuck on one thing. Even religions tell you have to keep searching. You can't stop searching for the truth. You can't just think you got it. Even
Not
religion
religious.
says that. You always have to
religious.
keep searching.
Not religious at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, anyway, we're not going
Okay,
back. We're not.
okay.
We're not doing this again.
Most
No.
people are.
Definitely not doing
Nobody
it.
wants to hear us argue about whether Christ's real and true, and
That's not a discussion. Christ is real, but how you see it is the discussion.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we had this good discussion the other night. I don't think
know.
But that's the stuff it's gonna be about. And
I
I'm looking
know
forward to it.
that's what it's going to be about, like, but
Somebody shoot me now.
I don't.
Just don't show up, man.
Anybody who's come to Christ Jesus ain't
Mhm.
going to be swayed by Brother Sanchez.
Everybody who's come to Jesus won't, because that's the thing.
Oh my god.
You cannot put those two names together. As Flatside said, Christ is a title.
PJ,
and
I'll
it's
ask her a
given as a
demon.
title. And that's what's up.
Already, right?
As soon as I mention Jesus, Vicky's moaning.
Already, I'm using the will to live.
No.
You believe a man that blatantly smokes crack?
I don't believe in just anyone, and I don't believe in just anything, and I'm not limited enough to just set myself down and say this is it. I don't need more.
You can't tell people they're limited.
Hey, you are calling me a lot
I
of
don't-
things without saying it directly, all of you. No, not really.
Oh, wow.
Even the attitudes is all bad too. It's all wrong. Bad energy, wrong
I have a-
energy. It's not Christ-like. Not
Wait,
Christ-like.
wait.
Blaming me
Wait,
for shit,
this
you
lad-
know?
This lad,
Today
wait
is
one
not the
minute.
day where some godless
I'm-
heathen is going to tell me how to.
Wait 1 minute.
Dude, back
Wait.
off, okay?
Wait 1
Back
minute.
the
Wait
F
1
off,
minute.
man.
Wait.
Even
No,
Michael wouldn't
this
want to
lad.
get that shit in here.
This lad, shut up
on.
for a minute.
No. Don't go calling me a godless heating and think I'm not gonna fucking
This
say
lad,
something.
if you're gonna keep talking and not let me talk, mate, I'm gonna have to mute you.
Yeah.
Right.
You just.
I'm not trying to push out on you, this lad. You keep bringing this stuff up.
Yes, you do.
You're gonna get
I
battled against.
fucking
When
just mentioned a
listen,
show
I
that's
haven't
coming up.
finished. This lad, man.
Yeah, but I got a lot of background noise from other people. I don't know if you or him is speaking.
Well, I'm trying to speak. Right, I'm not trying to push
Why
out.
are
and
you
keep
so
bringing
upset,
this
guy?
stuff up. And
I'm not upset, Charleston. Let Michael talk so I can reply.
Okay, calm down.
Then
Don't be
stop
upset.
interrupting with fucking
Oh,
negative shit.
hold on. Why?
Michael's
Stop
speaking.
being. Hold on. Take a break.
Just
Stop being
mute him
so
so I
upset.
can hear you speak at
No.
least. He keeps
You
speaking
need
when
to
you
calm down.
speak.
anybody. I
You
don't
need to
want
calm
to
down,
mute
buddy.
anybody.
Charleston, shut the fuck up and let Michael speak to you,
Dude.
man.
You're
With
so
the language.
mad.
This
You are
Lord,
so
with the
upset.
language. Please,
Listen.
you don't
Calm down,
hear
buddy.
it.
Don't you
Listen.
all
Hear it.
understand that every time Michael tries to speak to me, Charleston does some stupid little comment?
I'm trying
Hey,
to tell
calm
you.
down.
If
Like
I'm
you're
not
getting
allowed
very
to
mad.
talk when he speaks, then why is
Listen,
Charleston
listen.
commenting constantly?
Right, I've had enough of chaos. I'll be quiet. I want to speak. Right, this lad, I'm not trying to push no on you, right? But we in that group that you've come into all believe in Christ. So when you start talking about it, you're gonna get that reaction from us, mate. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
If the Bible was true, would you believe it?
That's a question that can't really be answered.
Oh.
Well,
Because
I mean,
if it's not, so how would I know? But if we pretend it was the true truth and everything, yes, of course, I believe I would if I could find good enough reason for doing so.
well, thank you for the answer, man. If it was true, you would believe it.
If I found it to be true, but that's the big question always.
Thank you for your honest answer.
What do you find to be true?
Truth, but I can't point you to truth. I can only say we will keep searching for it till we die. And if we don't, we are not even doing what we're supposed to.
But is that true that we can't find truth?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if we can, we should keep searching for it till the day we die.
My question is, what do you mean by truth? What are you trying to find out? Like, are you wanting to know how this all works, or are you wanting to know why we're here, where we're going? What exactly are you wanting
All
to know
of that,
by
yeah.
truth? Well, you're not going to know it all.
No. Most important is to become the best we can be in this life, and to aspire to get to a higher and better place, and be good to all and everything, and all that, all the good stuff.
But what is your
it all
what is your
takes a long time.
basis of being better? Where does the foundation of what is better to you?
It's mostly inner and personal.
So
what's the word?
A preference? Is there
personal
objective
growth.
Is there objectively something better?
Objectively?
Objectively, is there something better?
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. English ain't my main language, so I'm just trying to.
Objectively, so not subjectively. Is there better, or is it just you can just believe whatever as long as you're happy?
No, that makes no sense. Then you are not searching at all. Then you are just taking something and sticking to it because it feels good.
Okay, so now I'm asking, what is your basis of what is better? Because you said you would try to be better. Well, what would you base what is better on, if it's just your preference?
Personally, or world-wise?
That's what I'm asking. Is it is what is better subjective or objective? And what is your basis for either?
It all goes together, but the most important, first of all, is your inner and mental health, and all that stuff, or whatever you want to call it, spiritual health, or how you say it. And that kind of brings you to the rest slowly. But it would be nice if we could get control over this insane world we're living in. But I don't believe that's gonna happen. I believe we can only fix it for a while, because it's it's a what's the word? It's a circle of repetition. We can keep fixing it in the good times. It goes bad again. We will never fix this place. It will never be different than it is
in
now.
your worldview, it's based on preferences. So to say that it's bad would then be, you would be then condemning somebody else as good, because subjectively they're good. Well, what's wrong with it? Then what is your basis of what's wrong?
But that's not my point.
I mean, they're fine. They're just doing what their preference is, right? Just like you. So I don't get what your problem is.
I didn't speak
from
about
your,
people.
I'm talking from your point of view. I'm giving you, I'm
Not
doing
really.
internal critique on your worldview. If you have no basis for your morality or what is subjectively real, what are you even talking about at this point?
I'm not sure you are even getting what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like
No,
it.
I get it. I don't think you get what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think we are speaking the same conversation here then.
I think we are. I think you just don't get it. I'm asking you for the
No, I hear
framework
what
of
you're
what
saying.
you believe in.
But
I want to know
when I speak
what
about
is
the
subjective,
world, you
what is
turn it into I'm
objective.
talking about people. That's why I asked, are you talking about people or the world situation? I didn't speak about people now. You were pointing out people as
I
yeah,
don't.
the last thing here.
Are people not real? People aren't real now.
It's not what I'm not even talking about that. Okay, off the
Oh.
conversation. Who wants to speak?
This is
just
on
getting
the conversation. I'm
yeah,
asking you to
it's
give
not going
foundation for your
anywhere. We are not
morality.
speaking at the same point.
You have no foundation for your morality.
And you
That's
got
what
no
you
more to
conceded.
say to me. So nice to meet you. And goodbye. And who's speaking?
You lost.
No, I didn't. You don't even know what I said. So this is a draw at least.
You don't
I'll be
know what
so
I
nice
said.
and
You
say it was a
conceded
draw
that.
then.
You
Because
conceded. You were confused.
yeah, so are you, dude. That's the whole point of me saying this
No,
must be a
dude.
draw then.
I think we should change topic.
Just,
Like.
just,
think this is
yeah. I'm just gonna
I just
ignore
want to
whatever
know
he's
what the
gonna say now,
foundation
so
of
we
his
can get to the next
morality
point.
is. That's it.
Next
Simple.
speaker.
But I'm not being
I've got a question for you, this lad. Though. You
I
said
welcome
something like life's just a constant circle and there's not we can do to change it. Is that what you said? Or something to that effect?
Permanently, only permanently. We can't change it permanently. We can change it at times, and we can change it, you know, for the better at times.
Is it a never-ending cycle? Then is man always going to be stuck in this rubbish? Then
this vibration of man, yes, will always be here. You know, but we are not just set to this vibration. The body is. We do have the way to get to higher vibrations, higher places, and you know, that doesn't mean you're stuck here forever. No, it's not stuck. It's not stuck here forever. It's just stuck here as long as you vibrate with the vibration here, and you know, you can always create your own little society with friends and like-minded people here, of course.
And
you can always make a better life for yourself. That's always available here as long as we can do it.
Paula says she just got back from a supper and there's chaos.
It's crazy.
There is chaos, but the issue here is like there's a majority are all under the same belief, this lad, and you are not.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point of me being here, man.
No, but you welcome him, mate. I'm not saying out like that. What I'm saying is this is what's causing friction.
Yeah,
I get that.
We don't agree.
You come back
No,
in.
he can't.
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
I was just gonna say, like, we don't agree with what you were laying down, this lad.
No, I mean, it's not even that we don't disagree. It's that he has presented no logical argument, and he came in very
I didn't
heated,
come here to
and I
give you a
told him to
logical
calm
anything.
down.
I just mentioned a
Okay,
live video.
you have
coming up,
relinquished
man.
logic as your foundation of your argument. Then
I didn't come here to
You've
argue
relinquished
anything.
logic.
I
You have
mentioned Bro
relinquished logic,
Sanchez and
sir.
Flatside may be doing a video soon
You're
that I look
speaking
forward to,
illogical.
and something just fucking happened, man. I didn't ask for this.
The swearing, please. We do say when you come in, can you not swear?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Or F-bombs, at least.
At least that, yeah. The male swear, male things like shit and that, fine. You know what I mean? But the F-bombs, yeah.
But yeah, let's not carry this on because nobody wants to hear us arguing this. Like,
especially a continuation.
I don't want to be arguing this either at this time of night.
Especially
No,
after
man.
the continuation from Flats the
Not
other
my
night.
fault people get triggered by just mentioning a video coming up. You know? I can only do what I can do.
No, we're not even discussing the video. I'm asking you
It was
of,
what it
your,
was
of where you're
starting with.
coming from. I'm asking you to like present a coherent, logical argument for what is the basis and foundation of your morality. That's it. Nobody's triggered. You came in here very upset. You got mad that I told you to calm down, have a rational
Man,
conversation.
you were in the most provoking way, just commenting, relax, when Michael was speaking to me, and I already was silent. You did it every time I didn't speak. That's very provoking.
I'm sorry, Des, but you were the one talking over everybody else.
I
I'm
couldn't
sorry.
hear Michael because there was something speaking over him or some background noise all the time.
It was you. It was you. I'm sorry, but it was you.
I'm not my own background noise. I can't hear myself speak.
Background. That's what he means, because I said the bloke on crack.
Oh, yeah.
On crack.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's a nice statement on crack.
She wasn't on about you.
I know she's about Bro Sanchez, but that's also just ridiculous to say because Bro Sanchez is not on crack. But you can dislike him if you want. But it's just wrong to say.
It's just as logical as anything else I had coming out.
I'll tell you where I stand on it. I don't dislike him. I've never watched the bloke, but I don't want to watch him.
And
know,
no one forces you to. I just wanted to say is Flatside and him might do a show, and I'll find it very interesting. And that's it. I hope you will find it interesting too, at least on Flatside's perspective. You know, we are probably all gonna be there for him or the other guy. You know, I'm there for both.
See, if I were Flatside, I wouldn't be entertaining it. But that's just me because it
But
don't
that would
mix.
make him look
It
bad.
don't mix. Them type of New Age beliefs and Christianity don't mix. Yeah, look what's happening between us.
That's the point.
What?
How
For everybody to be arguing and
anyone-
shouting at each other, there's no point in that, is there?
No, but that only happened because Charleston kept fucking interrupting when you were trying to speak to me. I was being silent there.
Oh, but it's going
You
to
know,
happen.
it's-
It's going to happen. There'll be people in Flat's chat kicking off, and people from Flat's chat going in Brother Sanchez chat kicking at it.
Yeah.
It don't mix. It's not going to be destined to work out for good. You know that, don't you?
I mean, maybe there's some kind of delay on your end as well, Dick. I don't know because every time I hear that you say "shut up, please," it's you. It's doing the interrupting. To be honest,
Then there
That's
must
what-
be, because it
I
makes no
don't-
sense on my end that would be the case.
no. But honestly, that's where I am. That's what I say. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense because I hear it coming in. I was like, well, why does that make sense to that from what he just said? But it does sound like to me that it's you who's doing the interrupting, and you come in quite aggressive as well.
Well, I just don't like being interrupted constantly when someone just told me to stop interrupting. That was the point of me getting a little angry at Charleston, because I was told to stop interrupting and all that. And I was being silent, finally trying to hear what Michael was trying to say to me. And he kept, doing some provoking little comment when he was trying to tell me what up,
Okay. Sounds
But I'm cool.
I'm groovy.
I'm only going another 5 minutes. Matt, have you got out to say? Because you've joined late.
No, can you come?
Not
I
you.
was just
I
commenting
said
on
Matt. Are you called Matt?
You're not called Matt.
Because Matt's joined as well last minute. At the same time, he's not had much to say.
He hasn't had
He's not
yeah.
been able to say out either, really. And
Well, it's just the conversation. I don't really want to extend the conversation because it's
I know where
it's
you're
kind
coming
of flammable. But besides,
Stop crying, Charleston. Stop crying.
Charleston.
Well, I can't write in that chat, but I see him crying in the
hey.
chat constantly right now.
Are you mad? Are you mad at me?
No, but you're crying. Are you sad?
Oh, was I crying? That's
Wow,
what I
you're
did?
crying constantly in the
I was
chat, and I can't
making a
reply
joke
there,
is
so that's
funny.
crying. That is crying.
That's crying? Cry
That's
laughing?
crying because no one can fucking write back.
Cry
That's
laughing?
Can you quit the swearing? How many times?
I
have
mean,
you had to-
I thought the talk was over, but it just lives strong in the chat in there. With
Yeah,
a big
why are
crying
you
eye.
upset, bro? Why are you
still crying about it?
Down.
Who's the ones who's upset?
you
I'm
can't.
not.
You can't
I'm
stop
you
people
are.
having an opinion in chat.
You're still in the chat doing it.
I
So who's
I
not
just
letting
wrote
it
in
go?
chat. I said what we have here is someone not wanting to detail what the foundation of the morality is.
And that was your question to
Paula
me.
said,
I
"Yep."
never started
Plus,
out
you're a
on
drama
that
queen.
subject. I never
Then
came in
Richard
here
said,
saying,
"Yep,
now I've
that
told
as
you my-"
well." And then I said, being jovial, I'm the bad guy. How did that happen? So why
That's
don't
not
you
the
tell
point.
me how am I the bad guy?
The point is, you
How am I
asked
the bad
me
guy?
if I'm angry or whatever, but you're the
How
one
am I
sitting
the
there
bad
going
guy?
on with it in the chat, writing shit about me in the chat. That
Calm
just
down,
let it
brother.
go, man.
Yes, let it go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm too tired for this shit. So
Yeah,
I'm going to end it.
it's a good idea, Michael. Good idea.
So thank you everybody for coming in chat. God bless you all, and you guys. Thank you all for coming, Brett.
Hey, cheers, Michael. Thank you, sir.
And come back next week. Come back next week. You're welcome. You're welcome. This I don't think you can't come, but I think we need to not be talking about this much.
I only wanted to mention that I finally got that video up and running. With
I know,
perhaps,
but like I said,
I don't know what happened.
Like I say, you mentioned it though.
You did.
Yes, and I and what's wrong with that?
You mentioned it.
There's no wrong with it, like, but
Most of you are gonna be there to support Flatside.
Listen, I might be there, I might not be. I haven't decided whether I don't just because I follow Flatside don't mean that I agree with everybody he talks to. Like, you'll not see me when he debates. Listen, you'll not see me when he debates like Fight the Flat Earth and idiots like that because I don't think that they deserve a platform to even be talking on. And I'm not sure that, like I say, I've never watched Brother Sanchez. What I've heard, I don't like. I'm not sure that I'd even watch it if Flatside were going on with him. So that's me. But that's me, like, yeah.
I was just kind of thinking that people would be there just to support Flatside, just
Well,
yeah.
Well, we do support flat size no matter what. So
I support flat side, but what I don't support is putting myself through stuff that I don't care to listen to. You know, it's foolish to me.
Yeah, I get it. Some
Yeah,
of
I
those
mean-
back and forward debates can be pretty boring and long-winded, or what you say.
Yeah,
long-winded. Yeah.
I watch and listen to what I like, and if I don't like it, I don't see point in doing it. Like,
I'm surprised you guys could handle the what was it 2 days ago that presentation from the old guy.
oh, that was last night. And listen, the only reason I went all the way through that last night is because I thought I was going to get a chance to converse with Phil Bell, like, but that didn't happen. So I watched it for now, really, because I weren't interested in hearing what Phil's got to say, to be honest.
No, I was sitting there skipping.
I've seen enough comments from Phil Bell in comments on my videos and other people's videos and charts to say that I think a professor can't be that stupid. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really want to hear him last night, but I thought I was going to get to like have a few questions at him, but that didn't come off. So
yeah,
Much love,
I
guys.
luckily had to do something. Sorry, what's up?
No, I was just saying much love, guys.
Bless you, man.
Yeah, same. I love you all. Like, I love this lad.
Huh?
I just don't agree with what he says, but it seems every time we cover this topic, somebody ends up getting triggered. I mean, I've been triggered. PJ's been triggered.
Stop triggering yourselves, guys.
This lad, it happens like we're all
I
human.
can trigger you. I can only say the word and then you trigger.
Don't tell me you haven't been triggered this hard. You have.
You don't realize what triggers me. What triggers me is I know that you're listening to bullshit and believing it. That's what triggers me.
That's how I feel about what you listen to in many ways. You know, that's not why I'm here though. I'm here because I want to, you know, feel both sides and, you know, see both sides and, you know, yeah, that's it. And I like nice people.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
guess what?
Rick. I
We're
didn't know
taking-
you dropped out.
Yeah, I just want to come back to.
Talking about worldviews, our entire worldview would change. The worldview that we've decided to keep until death. You know,
Wouldn't
if
change
we were-
much,
if we were
though.
to- it would change drastically. We would not be the same people that we are. If we turned our backs on the Lord Jesus Christ and what the Bible teaches, then we would lose a big part of our own identities.
Absolutely, Matt. Definitely, because I am a slave to Christ.
That sounds horrible when you say it like that.
I don't care. I'm a slave to Jesus Christ.
I would never say I'm a slave to anything, you know.
I don't care. Well, that's pride then. That's pride.
Then you're being preyed on, used if you are a slave.
I don't care. I
That's
don't
the
care.
wrong word.
So
Yeah,
I'd rather be a slave to Christ than a slave
but
to the world.
that makes Christ sound like a dictator, a boss.
No, it
you
doesn't.
know,
No, it
who just
doesn't.
uses
No,
people.
you're just going by the definition.
Yeah, you have to actually read about it. Though,
Yeah, you have to
understand
know
that.
what a slave actually is first. You know,
In this
Someone in
world,
bondage.
unfortunately, you're a slave.
not that type of bondage.
Either you're a slave to your sins or you're a slave to the one who gives you life.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
You're gonna be a slave either way.
Anyway, on that note, I'm ending it. Thank you all for coming.
Bless
God
you.
bless. Take care. And I know this Lord don't believe it, but Jesus is the truth.
Absolutely.
To you guys, yes, and I respect that.
Take care, everybody. Night.
Later.